The music was quite a bit louder than I thought it was going to be based on my preview, so I've dropped it down a little bit. Hi everyone. We're still in the pre-stream bullshit. We're hanging out. It's a good time. It is Surf and Turf. Open Season Edition, Session 3. Not the last one, but I'm gonna say probably second to last one, depending on how quickly the boys do their dastardly business today. Now, get ready for the wage slaves to meet their maker. I don't know, but I don't know what's gonna happen. I just work here, man. So stick around. We'll be starting very soon. Get some water, get some pee. Leave some water, leave some pee. Completely up to you. Whatever floats your boat, whatever sinks your submarine. You know, I think that might be long enough to wait. I think I've got you guys chomping at the bit enough. Let me turn down the music a little bit. Controls. I don't have them. I've turned down the music. Oh, No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Tell us about your computer.
No, it's all good.
No, it's all good. No, it's chill. We're hanging out.
We're just vibing.
No, we're just fine.
chilling.
Yeah,
I'm
relaxing.
I've turned off the music and I've turned on my co-hosts. Welcome to Surf and Turf Open Season
Radio.
Whoa, hello everyone out there in Radio Town. That's the wrong.
I paid him $10,000 and Max promised me I'd be a star.
And now here you are.
Listen, man, I just got this new beat in. I don't know if that's the bit that you're doing.
It is.
Cool. It's a chill, it's a slow, it's a surf, it's a turf. Welcome everybody to Surf and Turf Open Season, the only actual play horror comedy stream on Twitch, hosted on twitch.tv/measlymeatloaf, starring Crystal Flop, Henemy, and Zinderell.
For now.
For now. To be fair, we are about to be bought out by Amazon. We're minutes away. And I, for one, welcome our new insectoid overlords. For those of you not in the know, this is an actual play series where we're playing one of them tabletop RPGs, but over the computer and not on a tabletop, in the realm of our imagination, helped along by some pretty little pictures. And I've realized that I forgot to do a very important piece of tech setup for tonight's stream, so I'm gonna pitch it on over to you cats to introduce yourselves, and because it's been a little while, introduce your characters a little bit of clarity before we do like the pre-stream questions and wrap up. So to my right, we've got Reese. Reese, hey man.
Hi, I'm Reese. Also, measly moderator Zunderell in the chat.
Nice.
I've got a Twitter with nothing to promote, and I play Trent Cottrey, the lovable young adult with a heart of gold.
Oh.
He's wise. He's tough. He's
not wise.
He's thighs. He's rough.
He's -1 sharp. He's not.
I feel like I definitely went over the what the actual stats were in this game in the first stream. That's chill. Chris, hi man, hi buddy.
Yes.
Hello. Hello, fella.
You may know me as Christoflop in the chat.
Crazy.
Here I am typing the words "evident," and there they are, appearing moments later.
Oh, that's how you still
have latency.
Insane.
There's a couple silent letters in there, and I am playing Vernon Roberts, the 108-year-old vampire and nighttime manager at Commander in Cheers. Also, a very strong rat aficionado.
Loves a good rat, and a good rat loves him. Uh-oh.
Well, maybe not that.
Yeah, probably not. Oh God. It's good. It's all good. Hi, Henry.
And my name is Henry Hoffman. Sorry, I realized that I'm holding it way closer than we mixed for. My name is Henry Hoffman.
Is that it?
And I'm playing, let me finish.
Yep.
And I'll be playing Kevin tonight. Kevin's
Please
sort
do.
of an angel with a heart of gold.
And
a jest of venom. Sorry, a vest of denim. Or whatever, depending on the day. Is that all the backstory that I've given?
Pretty much.
Do I need to? Yeah, I think that's pretty much all that's publicly available.
Properties. What's going on with this one? What's happening with Well, there's a new musical track tonight, folks, and it just seems to not want to be working right now. So I'm gonna keep fucking with that for just like 30 seconds.
Is it a file thing or is it a OBS thing?
It must be an OBS thing, because
all those work.
Jesus Christ! I just played the preview that I got from Henry. For those of you not in the know, every piece of music you hear on this stream, except for like the pre-stream shit where it shows like, oh, this is from fucking Mario Kart DS. It's all made by our own little Henry Hoffman. He does music over on YouTube, and see that's working. You guys are getting a fun little preview for what that track's gonna sound like.
That's correct. And we should say that Reese, of course, had a Philosophy 110 lecture at 11:30 today, and then at 12:30 he had his Philosophy 110 tutorial.
Actually, I didn't, because tutorials don't start until the 15th.
Ah.
Come on.
Sorry.
You failed me.
Yeah, I mean, just better next time. Think first.
Well, you failed me because you.
Oh God! The track's
Except you gave
working.
bad.
So the track is working, and we will have music tonight. Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, so let's do a little bit of what I like to call around here wrap up. It's a new thing that I've been doing on this podcast. So
Wrap up.
Thanks for watching, guys.
That's it. Yeah, stream's over. It was such a good time.
Pleasure being here.
Yeah, holy fuck. I apologize to people in chat for how very loud that music cue probably was like 20 seconds ago. So it's a spooky, it's scary. That's all you need to know. Cabaret, California, glittering little town by the sea. Population of probably like a couple tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, probably not. Can't be, yeah. A 24-hour strained little burg with its own theaters and little tech district. Came into a fair bit of money in the past decade to 2 decades kind of area. Quirky, but pretty much like off the map. A lot of eccentrics move here to get away from the big city, because it still has the amenities that you would need from all this, the crazy stuff, but people don't question if you need to, never be seen during the daylight, or need to have a lot of land for some reason, off in the mysterious outer hills. Is landmarked by the historic and beautiful Commander in Cheers General Store, and I really hope, yeah, cool. For a second, it looked like my mic wasn't audible. A strange, like, again, 24-hour grocery, hardware, general goods place where you can buy whatever you need in the city of Cabaret. Working at said spot are all sorts of local color, including the 3 wonderful PCs that were introduced to you previously. On one calm, quiet Tuesday evening, they found out that friend of theirs and coworker, Victor Timothy, had been murdered. They found out because they saw it before their very eyes. There were these strange rat men, you see, that had appeared out of the night and attacked from seemingly nowhere their good friend Vic. I know, shocking stuff. I myself was mortified when it happened. I was like, who could let this happen? Whose fault could this be? Went off into the night trying to find what these rat men were doing, did our good friends Trent and Kevin. Trent, nursing Kevin back from a pretty mortal injury, returned back to Commander in Cheers just for Kevin to be whisked off by coworker and friend of Vic's, Ramel Sailor, who healed up Kevin and alluded to the fact that Vic was in fact a hunter of monsters and not the normal everyday teen that we thought he was. And all the while, Vernon had to deal with his favorite thing in the world, which is bureaucracy and tedium. Returned from their night away of being hunted by the police, unawares of them, we ended off last time with Trent and Vernon being whisked aside by Mads, the local accountant, to get their story straight before the final 2 members of the party corroborate their stories with the police in the strange, mysterious events that have been going on. If you're terribly confused by everything that's happening and want a more succinct wrap-up, go to my YouTube channel where the previous 2 streams are. But don't do that right now, because I need viewers on this stream. But before...
Okay.
No,
Sorry.
please. No, hit me with it.
No, go on.
Now, before we get into the action of tonight's stream, we like to do a little fun little color. A little local
hold
color.
on. Never mind. Don't go on. I
So
thought
don't
you were
go
about
on.
to... Yeah, I thought... is that all the... Isn't there more... more like a recap?
Oh, yeah, fair. We found out that good friend of the stream, Trent Cotry, one of the PCs, has a girlfriend, in fact, a woman by the name of Amber, who seemingly has quite a bit of history with our local angel, Kevin. a demon of sorts. She threatened Kevin's life, but upon hearing about the events that the PCs had been dealing with, she rushed away quickly, agreeing to work with Kevin, going against some of the basest rules of, life and death and the universe, saying that this is some very serious shit, and for Kevin to keep her boyfriend alive. Also, a good friend of Vernon's, you guys' names are too similar for me. It just stresses me out. A good friend of Vernon's, Mariana, a local werewolf, reported that some of her, I don't want to say gang, some of her pack had been killed in the middle of the night, seemingly from nowhere, by something not human, terrifically fast, and with silver bullets. 3 of her pack had been killed, and she wants Vernon to find out further information about whatever did this so that she can exact revenge upon them. That sound like about everything, Kevin?
Think so.
I can't think of anything else that was missed. The case has been primarily investigated by one Theodore Yinzer, a big city detective who no one seems to like very much for some reason. He just seems to be kind of rude. Yes, and one Diane, no last name given, of the was it the Cabaret Chatterbox, wanted to find more information about this seemingly singular murder at the grocery store, and was very soundly turned down by Vernon, who doesn't like the paparazzo or the big industry, and had some choice little words to say to her. That's basically the story so far, missing some of the hilarity about hot dogs and mops, but... Meanwhile, back on the ranch, we've got 3 boys that we want to find out a little bit more information about. At the beginning of these streams, I like to ask these fellas some little questions. I've done it once now, so it's tradition. About, a little bit of flavor, a little background of their character to get us into the kind of spirit of things. Now, Trent, Kevin, Vernon, what's your happiest childhood memory? And we'll start with little boy Trent.
Well, little boy Trent, born and raised in Cabaret, California.
A local.
A local, if you will. Or if you won't, he's still a local.
Yeah.
His childhood was pretty tame. Not much happened. It was a pretty bog standard childhood.
A normal boy, a normal life in a small normal
exactly.
town.
His happiest moments were spending time with his family and making his parents proud.
Oh my God. Little fucker, little shitbag. Every time
also spending
No, go on.
Thank you. Also spending lots of time with his childhood friend, who will remain nameless for now.
Oh, okay.
Intrigue.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. Kevin, tell us happiest thing Kevin remembers from his childhood.
Define childhood.
Just like a happy early memory of Kevin's. I know Kevin wasn't born in the traditional sense, but, he had early years. He had Kevin the Early Years, which is the new spin-off podcast we'll be doing next week.
Sunlight filtering down through the blue water and refracting on the ocean floor in a shallowish part. Reef style.
That's fun. That's nice. That's calm. That's beautiful. Is that probably also most of Kevin's memories of his childhood?
That would be all of them. Yeah,
that would be all of them. Yeah. So generally pretty happy. And what about little Vernon? Now, has Vernon always been a little Vernon was born a vampire, right? He was not sired in his life.
Yes.
Well, tell us about the young vampire stylings of one Vernon Roberts.
Well, you see, Vernon is a Welsh vampire. So, he himself was not born in Wales. He was born in America. His parents were both very, very Welsh vampires. So he would often spend his summers in the Welsh countryside. And he has fond memories of, going out into the backwoods, drinking a rabbit or two, reading some books, just regular boy stuff.
Killing the occasional hiker, just casual fun stuff. It puts hair on a young vampire's chest.
Oh, and he certainly had a few hairs to eat as well.
Nice, man. That's good. Now, that's hey man, top tier segue, because I was gonna say, what's your character's go-to lunch? You're having a lunch. What's your go-to lunch? Not dinner. Not breakfast. What's your go-to? Just like midday, you need some food. We'll go in reverse order. Vernon, what's your favorite lunch? And hey, man, if I had 3 guesses, I'm guessing all of them would be right.
Probably. Definitely. You know, for Vernon, rat is more of the go-to snack. You know, a human that would be kind of like your dessert or something. You know, that's an occasional treat. But a good lunch for Vernon would probably be sort of I would say either a large something that could be about the size of either a large rodent to small dog range.
Yeah, man, rats are just like Pringles, man. Like, you can never have just one. They just make you feel they just make you feel hungrier afterward. And I'll be real, the flavors get a little bit much sometimes. They make you a little bit, the dustings can be a little bit
Those
sick.
rats are too processed.
I just feel like, and why does it have to be in a tube? I found rats in tubes at work many a time. It was bad. There were those like drain pipes made out of masonry. There was the one where there was like 4 rats just like stacked solidly dead in those. It was a bad day for me. Kevin, what's your go-to lunch?
Meat, honey, ham.
Are these 3 separate items?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, eaten together, but they are 3 separate foods generally.
Meat, honey, and
Your
ham.
Honor.
I mean, they're all raw meat.
You get out of here with that stuff.
I said jam, I think.
Oh!
Ham also works.
Oh! Meat, honey, perhaps some jam, perhaps some ham. Just
60 hot dogs.
Whatever he can get, whatever he can cram into his craw. And
nothing for a week.
Because he doesn't need to, though, is the thing.
I don't think so.
No, but he can. A big textures guy in my book. Now, Kevin, what's a go-to? All right, Trent, what's a go-to lunch?
Egg salad sandwich.
Plain.
If Trent's hungry, that's what he'll have.
I don't think anyone's ever said egg salad sandwich with that tone before.
Egg salad sandwich. Yes, ladies, he is taken. Again, good luck trying to get a piece of that, because he enjoys his egg salad sandwich. All right, good stuff. So let me just get my notes pads open. Let me kick us on the frick over to store image, because we are at the store currently, and hit me with that sound effect. So we are in media res out back of Commander and Cheer's general store, where Trent and Vernon have just been whisked outside by Mads, the kind of surly, very tired accountant and like day manager, office person, just, one of the admins at Commander and Cheer's general store, who has been having quite the 24-hour period, as we all have. And she has just pulled you guys aside just before Trent goes to talk to the police, saying, Trent, talk to him. I'm not talk to him. I'm not talking to you. Those were motherfucking rat men last night. We're not telling the police that. Fucking, of course. Obviously, we're not telling the police that. Don't pussyfoot with me. Vernon has been trying to feed me some cockamamie horse stories. I don't know, man. Why? So you left from what I gather, you left to honor Vic's wishes and feed his cat? Yes?
I mean, take care of his cat. I was going to bring it home, but something unexpected happened.
Okay, and is that why Kevin's not here? Because Kevin went after you? That was related to that?
Yeah.
Kevin okay, cool. Do you, any info on him?
No.
No?
I'm
cool.
sorry. I'm really tired. It's been a long...
Oh, no, for sure. Don't get me wrong. When you're done talking to the cops, you do not have to work today. You witnessed a murder last night. Working today is optional. You can go home. Yeah, we need you to just say they were teenagers, I guess, because I don't want the cops dealing with the rat men here. Vernon, why are you trying to lie to me about the rat men? In one, please. Because I know it's not the rat man. Also, come out of the fucking shadows, man. Come talk to me in the sunlight. She says, staring directly into your eyes.
I inch forward a little bit, so that I stay the shade. Rat You're serious about the rat?
Yes, Vernon.
You really think those were rat men?
Yes, Vernon. The ones that clawed your face and then you healed within under an hour. Yes, I believe those were rat men.
I do not think those were rat men at all. No, as I've said before, those were just simply scraggly teenagers. You know, they can come in all sorts, textures, shapes, sizes, what have you not.
Vernon, have you been in the sewers underneath the store before? Have you been in the sewers down there before?
I have once, and that was yesterday, in fact.
I will say it is fucky. It is a fucky location. I go down there sometimes when I'm very bored, because they're slow. Hey, there are slow days sometimes. It gets to you. It's a lot of tunnels down there, and we live in a bizarre fucking town, man. I've seen weird shit before. You don't need to like mess with me. I saw some like, I don't know. I saw something weird down there a while ago, and it's kind of edged me towards a little bit more of the bizarre beliefs in this world. Can you blame me? So it was.
I mean,
Vernon, are you a vampire?
That is
Vernon.
What?
Roberts.
What? Yes.
Are you a vampire?
No, I'm not a vampire. What are you talking about? Matt, I think you are a little traumatized from this from the events that took place this past day.
Trent?
I think if anything, you are the one who needs to go home and have a good rest, drink some tea or whatever. Just what are you talking about?
Trent?
Yeah.
Vernon's a vampire, right?
I mean, he doesn't really look like a vampire to me. I mean, I did have a night course with him.
The Nosferatu motherfucker. Sorry, the Nosferatu-looking dude standing right in front of us. The night.
Yeah.
Are you referring to me?
No, I'm fucking talking about Trent. The. Okay.
Mads.
Yeah.
Mads,
what's up, man? What's up? Because I'm not having it right now. I'm not having it.
I think it's very clear that you are not having it at all. I think
it's evident.
Yes.
Let's go home, recuperate. Right? I'll go to the police, tell them my story. Don't worry about this anymore right now.
24 hours. You know, I can understand why some of you weaker-willed people might be having some delusions right now. So I would just suggest that you please go home, take a break, and just try to forget about this.
Weaker-willed Vernon. First of all, Trent, I'm gonna need you to roll manipulate someone. But you're gonna be rolling manipulate to someone's back as she's walking to her car.
So you want me to roll right now?
Yeah, for sure. Just for like you trying to calm her down in this heated situation, I'd say.
I see. So this is like
you're trying to get her to like drop this shit right now and like go home and take a rest. But she's walking to her car. Like she's got a pretty decent parking spot. It's like pretty near the back door, and she's unlocking her car right now. And she seems to be getting something from her front driver's seat.
All right. That's a 6 plus a 5 plus 2 for
oh wow.
Total.
It's like Trent. Oh boy. Trent, you're a very good kid. You're a good kid, and I honestly believe that you are not mixed up in what is going right now. And then Mads has a crucifix in her hand, and she just holds it in front of your face, Vernon. And Vernon, not a fun thing. Do you try to like shrink away, or how do you react to this? Her putting a crucifix like right up in your fucking face.
Wait, may I?
Please,
quickly.
Please.
I want to like lower her hand since I like manipulated her so well. I want her to drop it. I want her to just want to lower her hand, and be like, Mads, we'll talk to you after we've had some rest. Please.
For sure. I just want to know, upon the sight of a crucifix, I would like you to roll act under pressure, Vernon, to not like actually just like move the fuck away. It's like someone drawing a gun on you. Like it's a.
Yeah.
Can I roll help out by like lowering?
I think so. I think so. Absolutely. So folks, in this game, you can roll help out, and if you do well, you can add a bonus to their roll. If you do poorly, you can still do that, but it opens you up to some danger or scrutiny.
I got an 8.
Ooh, okay. Where's my Where's my reference? What are the kind of options at with an 8 with like a mixed success on that one?
On a 7 to 9, the keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
And what was your help out roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay, so that gives you a +1, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's like a plus.
Which isn't enough.
Yeah, so still in that.
Well, no, it's like a better mixed success.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mad's she doesn't press it to your fucking forehead, Vernon. So you do not take any damage, but she's just staring you the fuck down, and she looks at you, Trent, and she's just like, obviously, not the last time we're having this conversation. Doesn't have to happen right now. You were correct. I slept on a table last night. I'm going to go home. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to have a bath, possibly in that order. I have both of your numbers. You will be receiving a call from me if you do not see me at work. Again, if you need it in writing, there's a manager right here. If you need it in writing, you can go home. I don't know if payroll will give you pay for a day off right now. They should. For real. I'm gonna be taking some vacation days soon. This was a lot. But, yeah, talk to the cops. Let them know that they saw some security camera footage. They know you're not actively a murderer. Like, they saw that you were not the one who did this whole fucking thing. Just don't be an absolute idiot and be better at lying, both of you. Goodbye! And she just gets in her car and drives away. And I will say that it is around this time that Kevin, you, and Ramil would be returning to Commander and Cheers in his car, in his pickup truck, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Trent, Vernon, you two are now, alone, free in this parking lot. You know that the cops are in the break room, kind of talking to all the people who were there last night and just kind of getting round statements all together. There are probably 2 or 3, I don't know if they're like squad cars when they're sheriff's deputies, but there's no specific police force in Cabaret. There's just like sheriff deputies that are here the whole time. And there's still the, I can't remember what type of car I said he had, but the car of Ted Ginzer is parked, and there's also you see the bright green Jeep of Daniel T., the owner and proprietor of Commander and Cheers, and there's also a green Kawasaki motorcycle in the parking lot, and that is all the cars that are there currently. There aren't many customers here right now, and those that are here seem to have shown up on foot. There were a fair few people asking around quite recently for what was going on with the alleged murder, but the cops were kind of strong-arming people to either do their shopping or to leave. Kevin, Vernon, Trent, Vernon, what the frick do you do?
Well, okay, I had no clue Mads was actually mad. But, Trent,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Can you please go to the cops and let them know what has happened? You are kind of, they definitely are looking for you, as you did just kind of run off. So, if you could please just try to do your best to get them out of here, that would be much appreciated.
Yeah, I'll do that.
If you Trent do a good job, I will try to negotiate with Daniel to try to get you a paid leave for today.
All right, thank you very much. Trent is still kind of blue screening from hearing my old professor and now manager attempt to tell a joke.
Not the vampire shit, not the rat shit. You can take all that in stride.
Yeah.
It's this bureaucratic dipshit trying to be funny. Again, after a murder, after a tragedy has occurred.
And after never having heard him tell a joke.
Yeah, wow. World building. Stories just beautiful.
I walk away, mouth agape. Is Vic's house in the direction of the cops? As in, if I was walking to the cops, would I pass by there?
Nah, because the cops are at at Commander and Cheers. They're at the break room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, no.
All right, I'm just gonna go talk to them if they're at Commander-in-Chief's then.
Yep. You go into Commander-in-Chief's spacious break room where there's all sorts of antique furniture and things that are sold at kind of aftermarket. If you've ever been to like a Habitat for Humanity restore, it kind of looks like that, just like this big space filled with like tables and chairs and shit absolutely everywhere. And along the back wall, a large mahogany like dining table with all those big cranks to open up and take the leaves out has been brought to its largest size, and there's a few police officers talking to people around that table. And you see Ted Yinzer in a large Adirondack chair looking over notes on a clipboard. And let me just bring that music down just a flitch and a flitz and a hair. And Yinzer clocks you from across the room, and he just says, Are you Khatri? Trent Khatri?
Hi, yeah, I'm Trent. And I walk up and go for a handshake.
And he gives you a very sweaty one back. And it's definitely a resentful handshake. It's like, yeah, you got to turn the freaking AC on. And is there AC in here? It's ridiculous.
No.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, my name is Detective Theodore Yinzer. I'm the one kind of leading this joint. If you can sit down, I just have a couple of questions for you, and we're not going to go through like the same questions of like, we're not going to go over everything that happened that night. Like again, just kind of revolving propellers switch past that, and then it's to so how well did you know Mr. Timothy, the victim?
Well, I mean, we were pretty good friends, honestly. We spent a bit of time together. He was acting a little bit strange before the incident, but nothing too weird for him. He was always a weirder kind of guy.
Not a druggie, was he?
No.
Writing stuff down furiously. Now, about these hooded figures that thank you, Chris. For those of you who are just listening to this, Chris put some funny text on his screen, and you'll have to watch the VOD to find out what it said. Yinzer just kind of looks at you up and down. It's like, yeah, about these hooded figures, and then suddenly every phone on every police officer in this room starts ringing off the fucking wall, and they're all kind of answering them, and Yinzer says, "What? Christ, what?" And he's like you, like saying to all these different police officers, we have to get there right now. We gotta get there while it's if it's remotely fresh. And he starts like storming out. He's like, I'll contact you later. And he just like starts heading out to his car, like picking up all his papers and shit. He's like, yeah, and he rifles through his like wallet and pulls out an heavy card stock impact font. Card that says whatever the shorthand for detective is, Ted Yinzer, LAPD, and then he's got his phone number on there. It says 911 extension 3.
It's a secret surprise tool that'll help us.
Yeah, of course. Make sure you put that in your inventory. Yeah, you now have the contact information for Ted Yinzer, and he's got your email or whatever. And they suddenly just go like storming off, and like someone in the corner, Dimitri, one of the butchery guys, is like, "Do I need to still be here? I'm not even supposed to be working today." It's like, "Yeah, we're gonna. You're done here. It's fine." And all the cops seem to be leaving in quite a fucking hurry, and seem to be just like getting in their cars and racing off. Trent, what are you doing as they're racing off? Are you trying to overhear what they're talking about? Or are you just excited to fucking leave? Like, tell me where you're.
I don't think
you were probably being like interrogated for like 20 minutes or so. I didn't want to go over everything again on the podcast or stream, whatever.
I don't think I'm too concerned with whatever they're dealing with.
Yep.
Like, in my mind right now, I do want to make sure Vic's cat is okay.
Yep.
Still, because again, I did just leave it on a porch.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's my first priority, is finding this cat.
For sure. Yeah. Now I will say to Vernon and soon Kevin. You see Trent emerging from the break room after this kind of swarm of other cops suddenly went off and were speeding off to the south of Commander and Cheers, down the kind of shore, which is also in the direction of Vic's house. Not the a lot of stuff south, but and you at this moment, Kevin has pulled up to Commander and Cheers with Ramil Sailor, the large, handsome hirsute warehouse worker from downstairs, and upon seeing you, Vernon, he's like, "Oh, Vernon, I was just making sure that Kevin was okay. He was injured last night, helping out Trent, doing what he was doing. Whatever he's told you, that's what Kevin was doing." And
do I see this go down?
Yeah, this is happening like you're kind of like in the heat of this, just as you kind of get out from where you were, and you see Kevin looking fucking right as daisies. Like he's looking flush. He's looking like he just kind of had a bit of a spa treatment.
What? I still have 3 harm.
Knock that back down to 1, I'd say.
Okay.
1 harm.
Okay.
Now that you're kind of like the juice that he was giving you is kind of like flowing through your system a little bit more. You're still a little bit banged up, but yeah. Now, all 3 of you leveled up last session, right?
Yeah.
With the amount of XP. Now, I will say that this is like probably as good a time as any to just say that like officially that is now like in play. The new abilities that you got were just like as Matt took place from you, like having like a long rest the previous night, except for Kevin, who after being so terribly injured took into place. You were fully invigorated, and you're feeling a little bit more powerful from the experiences that you've wrought.
Okay.
And Trent, you see Ramil, Kevin, and Vernon kind of talking in the shadows of the parking lot, which sounds like a great PS1 game. As you emerge from the break room, as the cops all of them go speeding off in the same direction, as I was saying.
Can I ask you just real quick a question about Kevin?
Yep.
I'd say he'd probably be a pretty good shot, like with a handgun.
To me. I think that's perfectly fair. That's something that Kevin would have spent like time and energy getting really good at, John Wick style.
Yeah, he has a lot of experience, like just on Earth.
Yeah. So, and like maybe he doesn't know a lot of like textbook knowledge, but just when it comes to lived things that he knows how to do, he's fucking up there with some of the more Renaissance beings on this Earth. And he knew some of the Renaissance beings.
Just checking on that.
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Cool.
Did you take the move gun? Did you take the move have cool gun?
Celestial gun.
No, but we might get to that later.
Oh, beautiful.
Excellent.
But yeah, Trent, so Ramil is like kind of trying to hand wave things away to you, Vernon, seemingly very scared, and ignore the phone ringing in the background, it's ghosts. And, Kevin is just kind of, you're doing everything, in media res, but yeah, just like, oh yeah, Vernon, I'm very sorry, I didn't want to be late this morning, I was on time, as you knew, I checked in with you, but I had to rush off to help.
Hey, Vernon! You guys see the cops were here?
Yeah, I guess they were, but I guess...
What's up with the cops?
I guess Trent did a good job, and they have clearly left, so...
Oh, do you think he scared them off? You think with like a good lie? I don't know how this works.
I like to think they're all hypothesizing as Trent's walking to.
Oh, for sure. You hear and see all of this going on.
But either way, since the cops are gone, I think I'm in a bit of a good spirits actually right now. I think you're perfectly excused for your tardiness there.
Thanks, boss. And I'll go back to doing what I was doing. Kevin.
Very good.
He just kind of goes like, it's all good. We did it, man.
Vernon, I think you deserve the day off as well. Take the rest of the day off. Why don't you?
Sure.
Oh, I will say.
I don't know if you have the authority to give me a day off, but
I will say that neither of you.
Don't be humble.
Neither of you were scheduled to work today.
Fair enough.
Yes. Well, I'm not supposed to be here anyways. You see, Kevin. So, I guess you are correct. I will take the day off.
Oh, good man. Good man. Good man.
Just then, you two see Trent emerging and walking towards you guys, and he's in this scene now. Congrats.
Hey, Trent, you made it.
Well done, Trent.
How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. You feeling better?
I'm feeling right as rain. Right, I feel like I could be a fish in the sea.
We basically were.
Huh?
Last night.
Yeah. It's good
So
times.
you went to
Someday we'll laugh about that.
And then you were a fish in the sea?
Huh?
Don't worry, Vernon, not literally. We just went for a late night swim last night.
What? You were supposed to...
He was very injured.
Who?
Vernon, it's all right. I took a course. You know, I went to night school. I took a course in first aid.
Yes. In first aid, all right. So that taught... You learned there that you have to make people have swims to get better? I'm not quite following here on the logic right now.
That's correct.
That is correct.
Interesting.
You should read a medical book sometime.
This may be a little personal, and you choose not to answer, but how did you get so injured last night trying to feed a cat?
Well, I got shot and then I got stabbed.
Is this from the teenagers, or is this a separate thing?
Teenagers, this and that. You know how it is.
A shadowy figure came up and shot him, like, point blank, or stabbed him. Not shot him. You saw the shot.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Don't worry, Vernon. We know you have nothing to do with this. You know, you're a completely normal guy. You can just go back to your normal life.
You. Trent, I appreciate it.
I give Trent a confused glance. Really?
Trent gives like a confused glance back, like, what? You really want to involve him in this?
No.
And this was at Vic's place, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You know, personal business. I'll stop inquiring that. All right. Interesting.
Yeah, Vic, the poor lad with the dog who died. You know, Trent did such a good job taking care of that dog. It grew up and it moved out for school already. It grew up so fast.
You know we're gonna have to go find that cat, right, Kevin?
Oh. All right. Well, that's fine. It's gonna take a day off this month anyways, so might as well
this month
be today.
Excellent.
Now,
I appreciate it.
We're not on the schedule, you realize, Kevin. We're not scheduled today. You don't have to take a day off. The day is already off for you.
I'll put it in my personal days category. I don't need to get paid. It's okay. But I will take the money if you're offering.
Okay, let's light a fire under this a little bit. Now I'll say, about 40 minutes later, as you guys are having this lovely chat in the parking lot, Ramel comes out and is like, Trent, you had a couple questions for me about like Vic's whole thing, right? You seemed unaware that he was a monster hunter, and I'm gonna say that it's Dead Men Tell No Tales, great movie, and I for one, like, I don't, what's going on, Vernon? I'm that aside, if you I'm gonna be real, I'm pretty shaken up. I might have to take I might have to take my first sick day, Vernon. And Trent, if you have any questions about Vic, I could maybe answer those for you. Oh gosh, yeah. I've learned that another friend of mine died, to be honest, and there's a lot of that going around right now.
Jesus, buddy.
Yeah, no, it's
okay?
it's been bad.
Yeah.
This one, also like 2 of the toughest people I know. Another one of Vic's buddies. He's dead now, so that's great. Yeah. So, like, I can chat whatever.
How many people are dying?
Like a fair few. And Vernon, you remember that 3 werewolves died recently. Kevin almost died last night. There's a bit of a death thing going around right now. Yeah. So Vic's not Vic. Ramo's like, yeah, no, it's bad. Teddy was a good guy, but he lived dangerously. Yeah. No. I just got a call from his mom. I've never known. She's his, like, she takes care of him or whatever. But like, I got a call from her letting me know. But yeah. So if
wait. Teddy, what was their last name? I might know them.
Grant.
Oh, sorry. Thinking about a different Teddy, but terribly sorry for your loss.
Were you thinking of Theodore Yinzer, the detective?
No. I was not thinking about Theodore Yinzer.
I mean, don't let this isn't on record, but I do wish that guy was dead. But I will say, Vernon, that you are some type of fucking beautiful psychic or whatever, because you do recognize that name. It was in the short list of information given to you by Mariana about the 3 werewolves that died. Yeah, wow, crazy, insane stuff. Yeah, so you know this fella, and to the other 2, you've never heard this dude before. But yeah, what's up? What's up, Trent?
I was just gonna say, as OOC,
yeah, hit me.
That I think hearing that more people have died has really rattled Trent. Like, one of his best friends has already died, and hearing that there's more people from the same, like, cause, he's pretty upset.
I mean, I will say, literally, all the cops, like, drove away in a big ol' hurry with their sirens on very recently.
Yeah, but Trent wasn't really paying attention to that.
Yeah, Trent
he wasn't talking to it.
He takes a lot of stuff in stride.
Yeah.
So, were you... What's up, Hoss?
To roll for empath. Because I think Trent is opening himself up accidentally, like, hearing all this stuff.
Absolutely. That makes perfect sense to me. Hit me with that empathetic bullshit or whatever.
Roll plus weird. That is a 6.
Jesus Christ, you with these! Oh my God! Okay.
So bad at being an empath.
No, you're too good at it.
You love people so much. You've got so much space for their emotions.
My brain is overwhelmed with emotion.
Oh no,
actually.
yeah, no. Hey man, for some reason I've got this one memorized at this point. No, yeah, you upon hearing that another guy is dead and really grokking this whole situation together. Trent just fully faints in your direction, Vernon.
Oh my. I guess I'll prop him up. Does this one normally do that? Is that a thing?
I mean, I saw him doing it yesterday at work when he was hanging with Vic. Do you think there's...
Doesn't appear to have a medical alert bracelet.
Yeah, gosh, you should get on that. And I'm gonna say at that, you're able to come to, but you are right now you're just feeling real sad, man. you're just feeling real sad and concerned and worried.
And I think a little angry.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's all Trent, baby.
Yeah, I think Trent wants to know how to stop the deaths from happening. As a concept, that's kind of what's his driving force right now. And the cat.
So, Ramel's like, yeah, where are you gonna be going? I got the rest of the day free, and I don't really want to go home right now.
I mean, you can stick with me if you want.
Yeah, for sure, man. What do you got on the docket for today? Surfing or whatever?
I'm actually gonna investigate what's going on, but also look for a cat. So.
Oh, is it? Oh,
me?
Yeah, is it Vic's cat?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Maltodextrin. He's a good little boy.
He really is.
Yeah. No, that would be nice to see him right now. Yeah, no, for sure. Is he he's at in the neighborhood of your house?
Last time I saw him, he was on Vic's porch.
Oh, great. No, yeah, like, that'll be, you know, fuck it, that'll be helpful for me to fill you in on some stuff. Like, Kevin, are you tagging along?
I gotta ask, out of character.
Yeah.
Like, how much of an idea of, like, what to do would Kevin have at this point? Because he's like, you know, he's got knowledge of how stuff works.
You could
like, yeah. Would I have any idea of like what specifically I want to be checking out at this point?
I think that would be a good place to do one of the roles, and I need to. I'm just gonna open up my PDF real quick. So the boys' faces might freeze on the screen, and I apologize for that. But there's only so much that you can do. Just it would be useful to have this up. You should have had it up earlier, but I didn't because I'm a rank professional. It's like a rank amateur, but they're bad at it or good at it. I don't know. Yeah, I would say,
investigate a mystery.
Yeah, roll investigate a mystery would probably be the hottest way to probably get some of that fire info. And I will give you what's your sharp?
0.
I'm gonna give you no plus on this one. Just roll straight up investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Also, Vernon, if you're interested in doing the same thing, I would say that you also have like a fair bit of a knowledge base and stuff like this. But you know, it's what Vernon would be doing in the situation. That is up to you.
It's gonna be 10.
No,
that's
a
10.
I definitely am.
Yeah. Oh damn! So that's you hold 2. You get 2 questions. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
I'll ask, I'm just asking this to you, right?
Yeah, of course.
I guess I'll ask, what happened here? In the Cheers parking lot.
In the Cheers parking lot?
I guess I would already know that, right?
Well, but I can, like, give you a little bit more information on that if that's what you want to ask. Like, now that you're kind of, like, you can be, like, now that you're, like, here kind of walking around the situation, Vic knew these people. That seems pretty evident from what, like, you know, like, what Trent was telling you, and, like, from the way this interaction went down. Like, he seemed to have gone over to talk to them, while you're kind of, like, going through this realm, was like, yeah, so it was it, what actually killed Vic? Like, what, like, because, like, he's made some enemies, like I was saying, like, he hunts monsters, but, like, what got him in the end?
What got him?
Yeah, like, what killed him is what Ramil is asking. The room at large, basically.
Can you go back for a moment? Are you saying that Vic was a monster hunter?
Yeah, no, that's kind of what he did most nights. I was this, like, spell guy. Yeah, no, I helped him out with that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess that explains his poor work ethic.
Yeah, he was a tired guy.
What exactly was he doing?
When? In what regard?
Like, as a monster hunter.
Just, like, protecting people from, like, you know, the dangers of the night. Like, he was trying to track down, like, a demon that had been making, like, you know, torture deals with people. Oh gosh. You know, just, like, you know, like, protecting people, from, like, vampires, and, there was, like, an evil wizard this one time. That was pretty fun. He had this, he kind of had this, like, magic thing he could do with this, like, crown that he could, like, imbibe himself with some, I don't really know. Like, it's not really my area of expertise. But yeah,
information.
What ended up killing him?
He got, slashed.
By an entire group of rat men.
Oh, no. He got, his neck was, slashed. Or bit. They got him.
By
a large collection, not a collection, a group of rat men.
I think it's called a flock.
A flock of rat men, if you will, according to Kevin.
I wouldn't know if they were specifically rat men, but they were rather radish-looking individuals, so maybe they were rat men. I guess if monsters are a thing, then that could very well be a possibility here.
But
don't worry, Vern. I know it sounds crazy. Just
no, they're
try and stick with us for a second.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Vernon. Like, I'm sorry, but I guess there's some stuff that you don't like. They were real. Those rat men, like, no, but like Vic, like, commanded them. It was like kind of like a Pied Piper thing. Like they were his like kind of like, I don't know, like bloodhounds or whatever. Like they worked for him.
It sure didn't seem that way when they turned on him and slit his throat.
No, but they like couldn't. No, but like they couldn't not do what he asked them to do.
I mean, I don't think he asked them to attack me. And,
yeah, no, it's like fair. Like, and I mean, fuck, man. Like the evidence shows that he's oh, what the fuck? Yeah. So okay.
I mean, do we know Vic is actually dead? This is a legitimate question.
And I will say that when Kevin and Trent like were at his body that night, like he was like no pulse, he was not breathing, and he had lost Vernon, an insane amount of blood. And Kevin, now that you're like now that you've gotten that little piece of information, it looks like it was like an ambush. Like he was like taken like completely by surprise. Like there was not struggle. He did not expect to be murdered. He was taken fully like did not expect that to happen. What is your second question?
This isn't my second question. This is just a question for you.
Yep.
But is do we know if Kevin knows that Vernon is a vampire?
We had pretty solidly established that he respects him a lot as a coworker, but does not know that. I'm gonna say it's much easier for evil things to pick out good things than it is for good things to pick out evil things. Sense-wise. I think that, like, it's up to you whether Kevin has his suspicions, but in everything we kind of talked about beforehand, he doesn't seem to be very aware of it.
Yeah, he sort of canonically doesn't really know what Vernon's deal is.
Yeah, he's
pretty much the extent of it.
Yeah, because like for a little bit of like behind baseball for people in the audience, like Kevin has insights into the world broader than your average kind of human does. He's like he is not and has never been like human, and he just kind of sees things a little bit of a different way. And he just like doesn't know what Vernon's deal is, and that's like weird unto itself, but it's never been like the most questionable thing for you.
Yeah. Okay. My second question is going to be, can I ask what is being concealed here? That's a very general question.
For sure. I'm gonna say that you guys, this'll, as you're walking the outskirts of this parking lot, you notice, there is another sewer grate out here. It says like, I don't know, like the Cabaret Waterworks or whatever the fuck. I don't know like how the municipality of this like city would do its geo infrastructure. However, there is another access hatch out here, and if you're kind of grokking when you were looking out into this fence, you saw these different like rat men standing there, and they like ran to the periphery and seemingly like fully disappeared, rat style. And you're beginning to have some concerns about, there's the sewer grate within like the Commander-in-Chief's warehouse area. There's another one out here, and I'm gonna say that there like the Commander-in-Chief's parking lot edges out, like it's at the top of a kind of a red kind of sandy dirt based hill overlooking like the ocean and like a pretty fair chunk of the town, and just kind of looking out, you realize like, man, there are a lot of like sewer access grates in a Cabaret. Like there's a lot of what have you. And then you look like further out past the hill and you see like way down the beach, like past some of the residential area, because like, you know, there's pretty decent visibility of a lot of the town from Commander-in-Chief's. It's one of the higher points in the town. You see a great deal of the police cars are like still like driving in that direction because it's not been too long. I was joking with the 40 minutes thing earlier. And you see the Cabaret, California wastewater treatment kind of facility, and just another just like little schmirk in your brain kind of goes off at that one, I would say, because you got such a good roll with your investigative miss. Yeah, exactly, precisely like that. Yeah, thank you. Can we get that one just clean, just so we can have that for the edit? Oh my god. Okay, beautiful.
Oh my god.
Beautiful stuff. So yeah, Ramel's just kind of like looking at you. It's like, yeah, you guys like, yeah, like I didn't mean to like kind of spook you with this stuff, Vernon, but like there's some stuff that goes bump in the night, man. Like we're in a pretty dangerous town. Like hikers go missing pretty fucking often, dude. Yeah. So yeah. Do you want like a ride to Vic's place, man? Because I know you didn't like bike here. So you know.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, for sure. And Kevin, you coming along?
Oh, I'll meet you guys there.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
also,
sure.
my bike is still at Commander-in-Chief's.
Oh yeah, because you walked to Vic's house that night.
Yeah, and then got teleported.
Do you want me to put your bike in the back of the pickup truck? I see it's chained up over there.
It's okay. I'll come back for it.
And Vernon, you're like not a part of this. I don't really know what you guys' kind of dynamic. Are you guys? Oh no, are you like their like kind of mundane, like normal friend? Like that's your kind of thing. Like you're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You kind of like the Xander.
I love that show.
Aw.
I have not seen Buffy, so I don't really know the context of this. But if you want, I could help you try to find this cat.
I will say you've always been good at finding animals, man. Like every time there's like a rat, like we've been able to track it down pretty easy. I mean, yeah. I can drop you off, Vic, but I'm gonna go check out some friends of mine. Let them know that Teddy died. I can't believe, out of character, I can't believe I have 2 Estevezes and 2 Teds in this fucking campaign. This is
yeah.
And I can't do anything about it because I already said it and everything I say is canon and law and great.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's the first name that was in my top of my head. Could have been Franklin, but no, it's Ted. It's Teddy.
I think Estevez is always in your head. I feel like you use it for a lot of things.
Do I?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I'm learning stuff today. So yeah, he's got a cramped little oh wait, no, I've got a picture of the pickup truck and I'll put it on screen. So, what did I miss? So yeah, real quick, we'll get you guys there and then we'll cut to what Kevin's doing in this meantime because I'm curious about that. The mysteries are abound and I can't find the image I have for this pickup truck, and that's just fine by me. It's 2001 Ram 1500, not crew cab, so there are space for 3 people to sit inside, but it's pretty tight. Who's got the middle seat? It's not Ram, he's driving. Trent's a middle seat boy. Yeah. And Kevin, you are like in pretty direct sunlight, I would say. Like, again, it doesn't kill you, it is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And if you're in direct sunlight for
Vernon?
I didn't mean Vernon, thank you. If you're in direct sunlight for too long, it'll start being very uncomfortable. But right now, it just kind of feels like you have a bad sunburn already, which is fun.
Oh. Yeah, I definitely, because I know I was going out, I brought my parasol with me.
I have a very important canonical universe question.
Please.
Does sunscreen work on vampires?
No, because SPF is a scam. Oh well, I mean a little bit. Like it'll deflect a little bit of UV. But it's partly a physics thing and partly a magic thing that's like hurting them because it's in the same way that like the sun is the source of like heat and warmth and life or whatever the fuck, and also like vampires have weird, bad, flaky skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is both times wet and dry. How do they do it? Dermatologists hate them. Yeah. So these 3 guys are trundling down their way, their merry way towards. Oh, where's my pictures? Where's all my?
Also, it makes sense that the vampire hasn't seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I mean, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like that type of media. And it's not dark. It's about I'm gonna say 2 in the afternoon at this point. Sure, it's like 2 or 3 in the afternoon at this point. But I've only got the one picture of a good street. All the other ones.
Sun's gone behind some clouds.
Sun's behind some clouds and it's spooky. And this is the view of Vernon under his parasol because it's dark. And you see Vic's beautiful wraparound porch style house. And sitting there very happily on the front porch, eating food from a dry food bag, because there's dry and wet food in the backpack, is Maltodextrin, Vic's cat, and just sitting there, just kind of
yes,
just having a good little day. And it's also got there's a dead mouse next to it.
Hell.
Yeah.
Now hold on. I want to say when I meant I meet them there, I would
Yeah?
Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm not there when they show up.
Cool. Yeah, we'll get to you in just half a second. And I will say that, Trent, the front door is still, like, very slightly ajar. No, you would have closed it when you were left because you were planning on, like, fully being out of there.
Yeah.
There is... It's a hot day, so there's not still water on the ground from where Kevin was stabbed the previous night.
Yeah.
Now I will say this cat kind of trundles up, trots up to Ramel and starts rubbing up against his leg. The cat knows Ramel and kind of sees you and goes like burp, 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 and makes all them fun noises at you, Trent, and it just kind of like looks at you up and down, Vernon, and then it just kind of walks over to the mouse and it gives you the dead mouse.
Well, it appears I've made a new friend. Thank you.
Yeah, he seems to he gave you a gift. He maybe thinks that like how cats do that when like they think that like people can't like hunt for themselves and like fend for their own meat. So it's like a little gift for you. That's cute. He likes you. Yeah, it's great.
That's very cute. Very cute.
So you just here for the cat? You can.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna take a look inside briefly.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be real. He's got some comics of mine that I've been meaning to borrow back, and it feels maudlin. Like it feels, but like.
No, it's fine.
I'm here now, right?
Yeah, and you know he would have.
Oh no, well no, I don't think he. If I was, yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
He's really bad at borrowing. He was really bad at borrowing stuff. Yeah, it sucks. Vernon, I have a lot of respect for you for how like collected you can be about this whole thing. Like it really it's not affecting you, and I don't know. It's big, it's inspiring. You've always, I'll say, you've always been a real inspiration for me just in your humanity, man. Like it really means a lot. You're a good manager. Yeah. And I love the parasol. Like it's great.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I think it's very stylish.
No, of course, yeah. It's you gotta beat skin cancer is no joke, man.
Melanoma.
I've
especially when you get to my age.
Oh, come on now, like you. But yeah, I mean, it's never been a big problem for me. Like I'm a pretty tan dude, but like you gotta be never too careful. Let's go into our dead friend's house. Woo. And he kind of follows your lead.
All right. I think just investigate a mystery, right? Like I'm just searching the house.
Yeah. I would say
unless there's something else there that could conflict as I'm searching.
I'll paint the scene first.
Yeah.
And you can it wouldn't be read a bad situation. It would be more be investigate a mystery. So yeah, you go inside. Front door, sticks a couple times as you're trying to open it. As was forewarned by the late Ramel Sailor.
Nope.
And he's still. Spoilers. He's dead, standing right next.
Oh my god,
Victor Timothy. And you open it up, and you see the living room is still kind of in shambles. There is a large cabinet across the back wall, kind of like with like a pegboard inside. There is a shit ton of broken glass on the ground. The cabinet has been like completely emptied out. There's like papers everywhere, and this is like how you saw it when you came here, like not 10 hours ago or whatever, or maybe 12. I don't know.
But I didn't really notice it.
You were pretty clocked into like get cat, leave
Yeah.
My friend is dead. And Ramel's just like, oh my god, did you lock the door? Was he robbed last night? What's going on?
It was like this when I got here. I'm like avoiding eye contact with him.
Oh, okay. Oh, like that. He like gingerly goes to the ground and picks up like a Watchmen comic. He's like, so this is here.
Just take it.
For sure. Like none of his like hunter stuff is here.
Hunter stuff?
Yeah, like that cabinet is like a gun cabinet, and like it had, you know, knives and like his like crown thing or whatever in there. That's all not here. Was he like he might have been hunting that night, I guess, but like I don't know if he would have brought all that stuff with him to work, but I don't know.
No, he didn't have anything on him at work.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. There wasn't anything in the staff lockers either.
Why do you
They've already cleaned out his locker.
Why do you have a key to why do you have a key to his house though? Like I knew you guys were like tight, but like I don't know. Like I thought, I mean, no, it's chill. But yeah, why do you have a
Not his house locker. I'm assuming his work locker.
No, but why do you
me?
have a key to his house?
Because I was gonna be cat sitting for him.
Was he going away?
Oh yeah, he was going away for a few days. He didn't really give me a solid time he'd be back.
That's new. That is news to me. Okay, cute. Great.
Sorry, I'm still remembering things. It was a long night.
No, a lot of stuff happened. He starts kind of
things.
like leafing through the papers on the ground. You want to roll that investigate a mystery check?
Yeah, sure.
Hit me with
it's
it.
not gonna go well.
And Vernon, what are you doing while Trent's kind of looking around this house?
I think I also might want to head inside and look around as well, especially if I know that he's now somewhat, if not indirectly, connected to these werewolves.
Absolutely. Now, while you're quantifying that, I think I might cut on over to the littlest boy, the littlest pet shop, and the cutest little man, a guy that we like to call, well, Kevin. Now, Kevin, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell are you doing, man? Tell me what your freaking name, man.
A town like Cabaret, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be at least one gun store, right?
Oh, there's a couple. There are a couple, okay. Yeah.
So Kevin's buying a gun today.
Huh. Okay.
On the basis that, and I do have a trident.
Yeah.
Which is, like a manifestation of divine light or whatever?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, whatever.
But I think a gun would be good to have, too. Because I've gotten attacked several times now from a distance.
Huh. That is fair.
I think it would be good to
Angels buying a gun.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a hunting and fishing store called Surf and Turf Open Season. There's a hunting and fishing store called Surf and Turf Open Season.
Hey, that's the name of the show.
Whoa! Roll credits. CinemaSins meme. So there's a hunting and fishing store, in the kind of the main strip, next to the Taco Bell, you know, there's like bars over all the fucking windows or whatever, and a little like jingle jangle over like the door. And there's a guy in like a bulletproof vest standing behind the desk like that, just like the NPC in GTA. And he's just kind of like, as you walk through, he's like, how? Wait a minute, I need something before this. What's a good?
I love the idea
Yeah.
of Kevin in session 1 being like Indiana Jonesed, where he like summons this like magical water trident and then just gets shot.
That's basically exactly what happened, more or less.
Yeah.
Except not in that order, I don't think.
No.
I'm just gonna pop into this. You have to. There's a some offices above the gun store. Yeah. So you're in the gun store, and the guy's like wiping down the desk. He's like, "Hey, how you doing? What the frick can I do for you today? You looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?" Skyrim style.
I'll take one of each. Or sorry, one with both. Thanks.
What do you want? Sorry. Also, I mean, I will need to see some ID for you to buy a gun.
All right, no problem. I'll have one gun, please.
Yeah. No, I will need some ID.
All right. Do I have ID? Gotta be no, right?
I mean, thank you for cheering 100 bits, Simon. And this gun store clerk, he's got a little name tag that says Simon on it. And he's like, you know, I mean, I'm saying it's entirely up to you whether Kevin has any sort of ID that he keeps. Because I'm saying it probably would have come up again and again, that it would be something that like you have to have. But
yeah, I'm gonna say that he would have probably like a high school quality fake ID, because of course he's not legally a person.
And what age does it say on the ID?
21.
So, you know what? I'm gonna need you to roll manipulate someone.
Fair enough.
To buy to guys, welcome to Surf and Turf Open Season Session 3. Subtitle: Kevin buys a gun.
That's exactly the line I had in my head.
Kevin's grand day out.
And it's gonna be a lot like that one episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Everyone's gonna be really uncomfortable that you have a gun now. Yes, this guy's like, yeah, no.
It's gonna be 6.
That's a roll. Add
Yep,
add some experience.
Okay, yeah.
And he says, "No, I will not buy a gun from you." And he takes your fake ID and he puts it in the drawer.
Hey, you can't take my property. I mean, that's my legal.
You cannot take this store's property as.
That's my legal ID.
You have no proof that you are. Hey, man. If it had been a slightly better ID and you hadn't even had it, I would have maybe given you like a flare gun. You cannot buy anything from this store.
Okay, backup plan time.
Oh God.
I'm going to Angel Wings teleport to a nearby alley. Or just a street, like somewhere nearby, like a secluded-ish.
From the store,
directly in front of him. Yes.
so we just get like a quick, and he just like you're just gone, and we don't know what that guy's reaction is, and
we don't know what Simon's reaction was.
We don't know what Simon's reaction was. No, and you are you appear elsewhere, just like on like a nearby street.
Yeah, I want to clarify not too far away.
For sure,
right,
for sure.
I begin walking back to the gun store.
Okay, and
this is one of my worst schemes, I think.
It's not a scheme, you teleported away.
You open the door with a quick ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. And there are now 2 guys behind the thing. It's like, yeah, craziest shit I've ever...
Hey, I'm looking to buy a firearm today.
Can I see some ID?
I'm gonna say I probably have like I've been. Would it be fair to say I have like a reasonable amount of cash on hand?
Oh, I feel like Kevin's the type of guy to either have way too much or way too little cash on hand.
Yeah, I'd say that I like, just in terms of like how much I possess, like I have like an insane amount of money because I don't think I've ever spent almost any of it.
Yeah.
And I work like almost 24 hours a day every day.
And you just keep like, also every time you get, you probably only get paid in cash or whatever.
Yeah, and I would have like, you know, obviously gotten money before getting to this store. So I'm gonna slap down let's say 15 grand on the counter, $15,000.
15,000 very wet dollars.
Yeah. And say, I'll take your best handgun, please. Seem to have forgotten my ID. Can I just get a quick out of character?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? This might be investigate a mystery. Yeah, I guess you can decide.
Yeah.
Like how like frazzled does this guy look? Like,
that's not even a roll. This dude is so thrown off his rhythm, like, and he just kind of like looks at you, and you just kind of like, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna get you to roll, because this is the craziest thing anyone's ever done. I'm gonna get you to roll another manipulate someone.
Okay.
One at a time.
Because this is the United States of America, and it's not like it's hard to get a gun.
That's gonna be a 7 all in.
So the guy just kind of looks at you.
If he looks hesitant, can I just slap another 5 grand down?
Yeah, absolutely. And he just takes this money, and I'm gonna say that you cannot keep doing this. I'm gonna say that is all the cash that you have on you.
Fair enough.
You
I don't think I have more
you
than
cannot
20,000.
keep doing this. But the dude just like opens the cash register, puts $100 in the cash register, closes the cash register, puts the rest of the money in his pocket, and just hands you a gun. He just hands you a small pistol, and he gives you some bullets, and he just looks you dead in the eyes and says, "Never come back here. Please never return to this store. This did not happen. Have a good day."
I stroll out.
Level with me. Level with me. You're not the murderer, are you?
I've already, at this point, the door is closing as he says that.
Sam? Yeah, Simon? Off the books. Off the record. Kevin's got a gun now.
Gun obtained.
Kevin, you have 1 magazine of bullets.
Fair enough. And I'm also down 1 ID.
You are
Well,
down
20 grand.
You are down 1 ID and $20,000, which is probably all the cash that you keep on you.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm guessing this is now when you teleport to a Vic's house.
Yeah.
And we pan to inside of this store where there's like a big old wall of like photos that say just "do not serve," "do not give money," like, and just like a little picture of you just goes up on the wall of "do not do not let enter store." And Jesus fucking Christ. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what I expected. I will say I know what I didn't expect.
Kevin to own a gun.
It's that whole thing to have happened. Yeah.
Perfect. I love it.
Isn't the joy of being a DM, playing around your PCs?
Yeah, for sure. Why the fuck is this not working now? Oh, I'm a fool. I'm an abject fool. Spooky. There we go. Music's working. So just as you are looking around this room, this is when Kevin appears on the front porch, but he's not inside yet. He's not inside quite yet. So Trent, what are your investigative mystery rolls for this strange location that you find yourself in?
Oh, that's gonna be a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already marked experience.
Yeah. No. Cool. You're just looking around, just like giving everything like a real quick once over.
I think I'm too busy playing with the cat.
You're playing with the cat. You're like standing on some paper, and you kind of like look down at it, and it's all like handwritten. And you're like, "Ew, I don't care." And you just, yeah, and it's just like, man, this guy. I mean, you guess like your timing must have been crazy. Whatever that like dude that like attacked Kevin last night must have been like a robber or whatever. Like, it's crazy.
Wild.
Yeah, you just Vernon, you seem to also have been doing an investigative mystery.
Yes.
What did you get?
Ooh, I got an 11 minus 1, 10.
That's a 10. You still get a whole 2.
Ooh,
2 more than I got.
Yeah, let's. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Ooh, okay. Let's go with the. What sort of creature is it?
So you're kind of like looking around, and Vernon loves papers, loves reading through paperwork. And you see like a lot of like I'm gonna say pretty impressively notated, like long form note sheets on the ground. You see some like pretty rudimentary but still well drawn out sketches. And you see what catches your eye immediately, which is some arcane symbology. You see like, I don't know, like specifically like chalk circles that we drawn on the ground, and then you see that there is what on the ground near this, what used to be like chalk marks that have been like cleaned up, and these are all notes pertaining to this crown. That and there's like a couple pictures of this like really like. It's hard to tell what material it is, and there are like speculations in the corners that are just like wood, bone, like what. And again, these are all like dated as being from about 6 months ago. And like if these were taken by Vic, you never saw any kind of workmanship, even like remotely to this degree, when he was at Commander-in-Chief's. And you're probably a little pissed off about that because this dude's got quite the work ethic. And you see just like around the hunter, it just says like hunt, like around the crown you see like the words like hunting, blah 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 blah, like senses, blah 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 blah, and you see notations of what would kind of happen to Vic when he put this crown on. And you see like, you know, like heightened senses, heightened speed, heightened accuracy, and like he's got like these nerdy ass little like stats, like he's timed his like sprinting speed without the crown and with the crown on, and it is a pretty impressive like power boost.
Vernon is genuinely impressed by this level of dedication.
Yeah, and like it's all really well like noted down, and like there's like sketches of like the Rat Man, and it says next to it Rat Man, and it's like it says that like, you know, when he's wearing the crown he has like full control over them, and like they are like his, like they, you know, work for him during this time, and they seemingly showed up when the crown like was there. And like these are incomplete notes, like it doesn't go back all the way to the beginning, but most of the ones you find are dated within 6 to 3 months ago. And like, you know, there's other ones elsewhere, and like there's a fair bit of water damage on some of these. But there's no blood in here. There was no struggle like that. But that's what you're seeing from that kind of roll. This is information that you have gained. And you do see there were, and again, just like while you are like kind of like both looking around, like there is like kind of like a pegboard style thing inside this cabinet where like you could have had like a couple of guns hung up, and like there's like a drawer for like what you could probably see as like spots for, like they've got like the foam cutouts for like a fair few knives. Like this is a very well organized and well put together like cabinet of like everything you need. Like Vernon, you see that a lot of the water damage on the floor is because there are some broken bottles of holy water here, which some of those papers you don't really like touching.
Around those.
And most of the broken glass seems to be either from bottles, and it's kind of like, God, how do I describe it? You know those like glass domes that you can like put over stuff in museums that you would have it over like something's head or whatever? There appears to have been that over a velvet pillow, and just based on like approximate size, you're pretty sure that that's where this crown was. But like everything has been cleared out or destroyed from this cabinet, seemingly, except for all these papers, which were in like, I've got some here. Like they're in those like really nice like kind of like hanging folders, and they're all separated based on like date, and very few of them are like intact. A lot of them have just been like ripped out to shreds, or have been taken out. And Rammel's like, yeah, he was good with his notes, man. Like, he was just starting to clock sort of like the wattage for my like magical output. It was really interesting stuff. He was pretty studious. He was gonna be going to college for the sciences, but then the whole kind of like chosen path thing kind of happened to him, and it really kind of set him along his whole kind of deal. Yeah, you have another question with Investigate a Mystery?
Yes, that would be, where did it go?
You get a pretty nice look at like the floor plan of this place, just walking around it. It's a single-story house, very like this like kind of like little living room style area that the front door opens into. There's like a bedroom off to the back. The kitchen has a little dining room attached to it with just like a door that looks over like the back of this porch and like beautiful views of the ocean or whatever. Where did it go? You're just kind of like, and I'm going to say probably pretty soon you start walking the perimeter of the house. Just like, and like you're all doing this, just trying to get like a vibe for the situation. Trent mainly playing with the cat as you go along. And he's a good boy. I will say, he's a good boy. And you see there's a little trail. There's a little trail that leads down the hill, down to the beach, as like there often are from houses like this. And from, again, what you've had described to you by Kevin, who is, suddenly as you're like walking around the side of the porch, you like disappear one way, come back another, and just like, he's just there. And he's holding a gun.
Right.
And from like the description that you got from Trent and Kevin about this figure like appearing from like behind the house, it's, it stands to reason that that's like a fairly like likely way that it could have gone. However, when they got here, the doors were locked and closed, and none of the windows were broken. So, like, this was something that was... It just doesn't rub you right. It just rubs you strange.
Yes.
That things were just kind of, like, fine. Yeah, it's odd to you. But beyond that... Not much that you can figure about where whatever did this went. You just have like you have leads, but you have nothing concrete, I'd say.
Yeah. Oof, well, seems that something may have gone down to the beach area from here.
Hey guys.
Oh, hi Kevin.
How's it going? Also, I want to make a small correction, Max. Kevin's actually not holding a gun.
Ah.
The gun is nowhere visible on him.
So, now this is also out of character. Kevin, did you take a new angelic move? This
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Oh no.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
Going on here.
Oh, cool.
This is what I'm using my God-given powers for.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, for sure. And it is your God-given right as an American. That's funny. Okay, wow. Yeah, so yeah, and Ron was like, yeah, that, trail down to the beach, like, we would, I don't know, there would, like, be, like, bonfires down there every once in a while, but, like, whatever did, like, I don't know, like, can we, like, compare notes? Like, what do you guys... think is going on? And I will now take a quick moment to explain a few things about the system in Monster of the Week. Now, Monster of the Week, every kind of little adventure is based around defeating a specific monster that week, in the same way that, like, Scooby-Doo, it's a different ghost man every single time. Now, monsters cannot be killed usually without finding out what their weakness is. You can't kill a vampire without using garlic or without holy water or without a stake to the heart or whatever. So if you're just like shooting at something, you can still definitely do damage to it and you can for sure slow it down, but until you find out like what can kill it, you can't take it down. Now, a lot, like, that is information that I have set in stone. However, when it comes to, like, the kind of, like, final collapse of things, like, a lot of that could still be up to you guys. Like, if you guys have, like, some plan as to, like, where you want something to happen that you think would be particularly cinematic, I can work around that. But, like, there are things that are, like, fully up to you guys about, like, the world and about, like, how you're doing things. You can't just be like, oh, the monster's here now. But, there's, I can work around a lot of things. However, you cannot kill these monsters without knowing their weaknesses and without knowing shit about them. And I will say, actually, Vernon, on that note, that scribbled in the margins around this crown, you see there is a incantation, and like a summoning circle or whatever, like some type of spell. And it's like it's been like, you know, rewritten, it's been like drafted over, it's like very clearly something that's been like, you know, worked on a fair bit, and it just says in English next to it, release, and everything after that is in like Cyrillic, and next to the crown it has the words indestructible ? And then underneath that it says battery acid ? Yeah, so, you know, just these were things that you would be learning from, because you got a very good roll, and I couldn't give you tons of information for your second question, so I'll give you a little bit more for your first one. Yeah. So yeah, Randall's like, yeah, can we, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I was like worried before. I am particularly concerned now about everything that's been going on. Can we like compare fucking notes? Because I don't know if I'm on the level on this one. Really. Also, hi Kevin.
Hey.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna get used to you doing that again. Bad. Quite not good. Bad day.
That's understandable.
Yeah. For sure.
And my condolences to the chef.
You always know how to make me smile, Kevin. You always know that those magic words to make my heart go aflutter.
God.
That is just what Kevin thought the phrase was.
My condolences to the chef is heartbreaking. Yeah, good ribbons. Yeah, so
hang on.
What's the 411, guys? If these rat men are no longer sworn to Trent, they're pretty dangerous. I've seen them take down some pretty I know what I said. It's a stressful day, man. If they're no longer sworn to Vic, I'm gonna be real, that's concerning, because I've seen them, you know, take apart, you know, that's like that footage of like piranhas taking apart like a cow. Not like that bad, but like slow that down a lot. And that's them. Also above water, usually.
Yeah. I assume so.
For sure. But I like painting a clear picture.
Now it says here that this crown can control rats or whatnot, but I'm very certain that at the time of his untimely death, Vic was not wearing any sort of headgear on.
And then Trent does this and goes, "Oh yeah, he didn't have a crown on, and he was nervous about the group of hooded rat men."
And did they like just kind of like assault him out of nowhere, or what?
He went over to talk to them and then got assaulted.
And oh shit! Sorry, a jewel just fell out of a ring that I'm wearing. Give me half a second.
Oh wow!
And if I do recall as well, was he not holding some sort of a bag? I only saw his body be flung around in the parking lot from afar, but I do believe he did have some sort of a bag on him.
He did have a bag on him.
That's
and his corpse was stolen.
Do you think he perhaps may have had this crown in the bag?
But why wouldn't he have put it on to control the ratmen?
And I will say that the bag that he had on him started in the possession of the ratmen, and they appeared to have been trying to give him the bag. Yeah, that's I will say that's a doozy. Also, I'm gonna be real, folks. Just like regardless, like if like usually if there was all this murder happening, the person I would go to stop it would be Vic. He was like really the main dude keeping people safe around here. And I mean, I'm gonna say, Vernon, you know that's not entirely true, but enough of that precisely at this moment. It's like, yeah, I really like with him not here, I like the rest of us that would work with him. I mean, there's 2 of us now, but the rest of us were really not. We were like the resource people. We would do like, I mean, I was like, God, support DPS at best, but like maybe like I can make wind and lightning and whatever, but that's like I'm not a fighter, man.
Now, I have some moments maybe, or some questions maybe about Vic himself.
I mean, I can field what I
Trent
can.
You said that he was going away on vacation?
Some sort of leave of absence. I don't know if it was vacation. It was probably monster hunting, now that I think about it.
Interesting, but he told you to... I'm just wondering how much of this Vic perhaps knew in advance. If this
he was
sort
gonna
of...
die?
He for sure... he hadn't...
To be a little blunt about it, yes, I wonder how much of this Vic knew about, and maybe even planned in some way.
I mean, I will say that his, like, stuff being fully cleared out is, like, suspicious for sure, and I did not know that he was going to be going on, like, a leave or whatever. But, I mean, that's, like, he was a really... I mean, I know that he had lied to you the entire time that you knew him, but he was a really honest dude. And, like, he was always on the left, and again, like, with people that, like, I mean... You know, Vic, I'm really surprised, and like, Trent, Christ, it's literally, it's trauma. Excuse me. I'm genuinely like really surprised that like he never kind of clued you into this stuff, because like you feel like you'd be I mean, you're a go-getter. You're yeah, and like he certainly trusted you, but like it's I don't know, that just strikes me as, yeah, it's also like again it might be on me, but like Kevin again like. I feel like I might have even have told him that you were an angel, and he seemed to have, like, really not... He never talked about, like, the whole angel-demon thing. Like, he would, like, fight demons, but he stayed away from that whole kind of, I don't know, dichotomy. He was, I don't know, he was something separate. Like, something kind of different, I don't know. Yeah, like, again, I don't know tons about the specifics of all this, but yeah, like, Kevin, do you know anything about what Vic was?
Well, he seemed like a hard-working boy to me. Or, well,
debatable.
If I'm honest, he was one of the lazier ones, but we all liked him. Good old Nick. What was the question?
Yeah, no, that about covers it. Yeah, but like I don't know if there's much more that we can really do here, and I feel like the cops are probably gonna be like searching his house within the next couple days. I think I'm gonna go home and like make a couple calls to some people that Vic knew. He didn't have any family in town, so like I don't really know much about his family. And Trent, you would have like met his parents like a few times. They were like, you know, they were seldom there when he was a kid. I would say that. You've probably only met them a handful of times, and you've been over to Trent's Vic's house. Like you didn't like live alone. But yeah, he was. They were seldom there when you were. So yeah, it's like I'm gonna make our buddy Bandit. He was like one of the other people. Him, Teddy, and me were like kind of, I don't know, like the beginnings of Vic's whole kind of crew. And like he deserves to know as much as anybody else. I don't know. Maybe he saw him that night. If he says anything, I can like call.
It was your friend Teddy also knew Vic.
Yeah, Teddy was kind of like our fourth. Like he wasn't in town all the time. He was he was a werewolf. Is that chill with you guys?
I guess there's rat men, so why not have the wolf men while we're at it?
Man, I appreciate the layman's perspective that we're getting from you, Trent, or from Vernon. Really, it's
honestly, at this point, you might as well just like let us know if there's Batman too.
Ooh, that's
cute. I mean,
yeah.
I met a bat like thing, but never a Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
That would be crazy. Imagine a Batman. Yeah, but like also these rat dudes were like different than like I don't want you to like implicate Teddy in any of this. Like he was like a werewolf, and like that's like a whole like I don't know. It was his whole thing, but like very separate from the Ratmen. They did not like him very much. The Ratmen didn't really seem to like any of us very much, but like they were just kind of like, you know, they liked Vic, and they liked what he was doing, and they liked the direction that he was moving stuff in. Again, like, we weren't, like, going out patrolling with him or whatever. Like, he would, you know, consult with us, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and, like, take a freaking nap. That magic really kind of wore me out. If Bandit knows anything, I'll shoot you guys a message. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Have a good. Do you need me to drop you off anywhere? I'm gonna be taking the pickup truck, anyways.
Oh, if you could you please drop me back off at the store? I need to grab a couple things.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, for sure. Kevin.
There's only space for.
There's only space for 3 people, but like. You can sit
I'll meet you guys there.
And we cut to Kevin buying another gun. For sure. Yeah, you guys pile into his you know what, Vernon, you know what, no, because you've been you said that you had like the parasol and you were probably staying pretty solidly under the thing. I'll say that if you were out in the sun much longer, you're gonna start taking damage. But you will be able to have like the visor down a little bit. You'll roll act under pressure, see how well you're faring with this whole situation.
Yeah, it's definitely a little interesting. That is a 6 + 3, 9.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna say that you're looking kind of strained, and you're looking pretty, flush, and you guys have probably never really seen him flush before. Like, he's a very pale man, so it's noticeable, but it's not like, oh, that guy's clearly being burned by the sun. He just, like, he looks kind of, he looks a bit feverish, I guess. Well, no, feverish kind of makes you look pale. He looks flushed. He looks kind of unwell. You guys piling right into that there friggin' pickup truck, and you're driving back off to Commander in Cheers General Store. Everything in this town is named so whimsically. I would love to live there. And Christ, he drops you guys off. He's like, yeah, you know, have a good day. Don't you guys aren't going back to work, are you? Like, Christ, like, take some.
Absolutely
take some
not.
Yeah, no. Hey, Trent.
I've left a couple things in my office.
Trent, hit me up on Discord tonight, man. We'll chat.
For sure.
Yeah. I appreciate you being a bro right now. You
of course.
You take it easy. And I mean, when am I gonna meet your girlfriend, man? Like, like,
come on, you keep asking.
Yeah, because she seems cool and she makes you happy, bro. It's hype. Yeah. Oh
yeah.
I like my homeboy being in a good space. I like it.
Well, I mean, she's around town. I saw her recently, but you know, work keeps her busy, so
yeah, for sure.
I'll let you know.
Like, man, like bagging an archaeologist again, like that science money, pretty cool stuff. It's a shame Vic never met her. They probably would have gotten along like a house on fire.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because like, you know, because the whole sciences thing. Yeah. Oh no, yeah. He did. No, he did meet her once. I'm saying this to you. He did meet her once. Yeah. So yeah. Bye. So nice talking with you guys. Kinda. I mean, under the circumstances. Buzz me on my mobile. You got my number. If you ever need a.
What are you up to now?
I'm gonna go home and like take a bath, man. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna call Bandit and see what he's up to. Let him know that our good friend is dead. Our 2 good friends are dead. I'm really barely holding it together, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Yeah, I'm gonna drive off. And he starts playing some very, very loud music in the car as he's driving away.
What music?
It's 5 Finger Death Punch. Yeah, and he's definitely weeping in the car as he's driving away. But you guys would never look. But as you look,
of course. Oh yeah.
Now, Kevin, were you doing anything in the interim, or do you just appear? Are you just at Commander in Cheers?
No, I'm just gonna meet them there. I'll be there when they.
Yeah, you pull up, and you see standing in the shadow of the kind of building. You see Kevin, just kind of. He's got 1 coin, and you're looking at it and you're reminiscing because this is all the cash you have to your name, Kevin. You think it's hard to be It's hard to be sure.
Yeah, it's at least all of the cash that I could in the sense that like Kevin has a lot of money, but like
I'm not saying you're destitute.
The way that you have to in the way that you would my house is an absolute mess and nothing is ever organized. So it definitely this is all the money that I could find
that you could muster on you.
Yeah.
And I will say that
add more to my name,
but
not
utilizing
accessible to me.
utilizing the ability that we alluded to earlier, I'm gonna say that's also all the stuff that you could kind of like grab from your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see him standing there, and he's flipping what appears to be a Roman sesterti in his hand, which is you know, new, or well, no, old. And so once more, you hear the dulcet and beautiful sounds of the commander-in-cheer's corporate mandated. I say corporate, the store mandated tunes, and it is not. Oh, there we go. It was muted by accident. So yeah, you guys are back at the store. A lot of back and forth this session. We've only got a few locations, and I will say, what are you guys kind of doing with the rest of your day? We can kind of lightning round this shit if you like, or if you have something a bit more in depth you want to do, we can do it, because you guys are probably pretty tired. Like, even though you had like pretty full night's sleep last night, it's been a lot going on. Vic, I'm gonna say that you are still very, very emotionally worn out from opening up your your.
You mean Trent?
Did I say Vernon?
You said Vic.
Fuck me. Yeah.
You're so torn up about Vic.
I'm sad. I'm very, very sad. Who could have done this to my favorite boy? Yeah. No, it really hit me hard when he died. Kind of like is this how George R. R. Martin feels? Nah, can't be.
That twist was unexpected. I
What?
never saw it coming.
What twist? That I'm George R. R. Martin?
No, that Vic died.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. After setting him up for so long as like
I know,
we
right?
thought he was going to be the main character of the story, and it's these idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you guys doing with the rest of your some more of your time? What's hitting it? We'll go.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
Hit me with Trent first.
It's lightning round. Not too in depth. I'm just gonna pack up my stuff.
Yep.
Grab my bike.
Yep.
Take the cat. Go home.
Yep, you definitely still got the cat in like the bag you set up earlier. Yeah. And it's like, this is a smart cat. This is a cat that is very chill with what's going on around it, and it's pretty interested. It looks very unperturbed to be just kind of like walking around in your bag for now. Never get too safe. And you can hop on your bike and head off. Are you kind of
Just going back to my place.
Yeah, going back to your place. Are you going to confer with the other folks before you leave? Or you just like kind of straight Irish goodbye?
No, I'll like let them know I'm heading out, or if they need to tell me anything, like I'll make sure to like let them know, hey, I'm going.
For sure.
But I'm not just gonna like peace out.
Yeah, Vernon, while you're at the store, what are you doing right now?
First thing first, Vernon's gonna send off an email to Mariana about sort of what he has learned about Teddy Grant. Specifically, the
stupidest name I've ever done.
his involvement, I guess, with Vic, and maybe a little more about who Vic was, along with the Ratmen, and yeah.
And you also, from the kind of brief description of what attacked her and her boys, it seems very similar to whatever attacked Kevin. Jesus Christ. I was trying so hard not to say Vernon. Whatever attacked Kevin that night. Again, something attacking with silver. Same details. And you do not get a response back yet.
And then I will take my my shotgun, and I will.
Do you have like a bag for it? Like how, are you concealing this weapon that you have on the wall in your office, or what?
Yeah, probably trying to awkwardly conceal it as I make my way back home.
And you kind of walk up the stairs past Daniel and Kenny, his assistant, and they look over you and they're like, "Yeah, it's a good thing those fucking cops are out of here, man. Like, there's some spots in this store that I don't want them checking, and don't you know it, Vernon.
Oh, of course I do.
I get you fuckers mixed up all the goddamn time. You heading out of here?"
Man,
yeah, I think I am. I wasn't even scheduled today. I just had to grab stuff.
No, you had to talk to the cops or whatever the fuck. Yeah, it's all good. Now they're gone for good, right? Like, and you got rid of all that blood.
I hope so.
Phenomenal. Well,
and managed to get them all out of here. They were
yeah,
rushing
well, I'm not exactly. I was about to say I'll give him a pay raise as a joke. I don't want to. Don't go spreading that. That's not.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah. Thank you. Can you fucking believe Mads cleared out of here early this? Some people so ungrateful. So I'm just gonna be doing my thing here. Killing it, honestly. I will say inventory went off without a hitch. We're ready to make some pretty good quarters. And tomorrow night, could you put the Kenny? Is it? Yeah, no, I think that's fucking fine. You'll put an ad out in the paper. We're hiring right now. You know, it's the back to school season. We're about to be we're expecting to lose a fair few employees right around this time of year. And I mean, hey, what is it if not just changing of the seasons? You know, just it happens. People come, people go. I don't like to get too worked up about it. And moving forward is what I say. That's why I like you, Trent. You have a good day. And he walks off.
All right. Thank you very much.
I will say, beforehand, I was wondering how Kevin got a job here. After being Daniel for a bit, makes perfect sense. It makes perfect. You fit in perfectly. Yeah.
Also, does Daniel know Trent in some way?
Probably not.
No, because you've slipped up his name twice now.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that's probably just me.
I wasn't sure if we wanted to work that in somewhere or not.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll say.
I just like to think that Daniel is moderately nice to Trent, but not in a way that is Daniel is being nice, just that Trent isn't getting in his way.
I think that your dad and him probably I don't know, they probably know each other or something. That's it. Trent gives off big nepotism vibes when it comes to his whole life. So I feel like it would make sense that you got this job based on reference alone, not on experience. Do you call that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am Trent does have a good work ethic.
Oh no, for sure. He is also kind of the universe's special little boy, and people,
of course,
people like him. What's Kevin doing at the store, if anything?
Now I do have today off, right?
Oh yeah. But you didn't meet them here. Now this demon lady that you were talking to, she was pretty clear that she wanted you to protect Trent pretty solidly. However, so that's the only kind of operative whatever the fuck that you're working on right now. It is your not raison d'etre, but one of your things is to stop there from being evil in the world. So you might be a little bit conflicted about what's happening. You might be not a fan of what's been happening in the town. I'd say that. But what you do about that is up to you.
Right. What's Trent doing for the rest of the day?
Trent was getting stuff from his locker and seemed to have been cycling back to his home. And I'm gonna say that just as you are kind of you probably just stand in the parking lot for a good long while, and as Vernon and Kevin kind of come out of the two bits of the store at approximately the same time, about to head off on their merry ways. Wait, how does Vernon get home?
Vernon will just walk.
Vernon is sort of with his parasol.
Yeah, with the parasol. Vernon's definitely sort of a speed walker in the sun.
And the sun is getting lower in the sky. I'm gonna say it's probably around time's iffy. It's 4:20.
Nice. I will say, I don't think it matters that much to Kevin, what he's doing minute to minute on any given day,
for sure.
Unless it's something actually important. He can just be zoned out at work for 16 hours.
You can just kind of turn off most of his brainal functions, yeah. So you guys are kind of meeting in the parking lot, about to head off in two directions, possibly three. You confer with each other at all?
Can I borrow money from either of you? Just a question. Just wondering.
How much money are we talking about here, Kevin?
I'll take, I don't know, $100 to $5,000.
least he's like, he keeps it as like a good range. At least he's, you know, he's flexible with you.
I can lend you $100 there, Kevin.
Yeah, 100 will be fine. 100 will be fine.
All right. And yes.
Do you have $100 fucking on you, Vernon?
I'm not entirely sure if Vernon would have that much money on him.
And at that moment, as you are having this fucking insane conversation, Vernon, you see a familiar figure around the corner. You see kind of a shorter, squat woman, just kind of holding probably like a satchel bag or whatever, with like a little orange something tucked into her front pocket, and she just kind of walks up to you, and you recognize Diane, the correspondent from the Cabaret Chatterbox. She says, "Hi, Mr. Roberts. I just wanted to check back in with you. I talked to some of your. Oh, hi. You must be." And she just kind of like looks at the two of you for just half a second. She's like, "You're Kevin and Trent."
Yeah, but I was just about to head out. Do you need me?
I mean, do you have a statement to say about the kind of local events that have been going on? There's what, 5 dead now, and counting.
Nope. I don't think we have anything to say, do we, Trent?
Wasn't aware that there was more dead people.
Oh, well, yeah. You know, they
What's been going on?
There's one here last night.
Sometimes when it comes to conversations, it's best not to say anything.
Oh, well,
Vic was one of my better friends. I'll miss him, and
that's all the time we have for today.
Okay, Kevin.
All right.
Wait, so who else is dead now?
Well, like some drifters were found on the outskirts of town, by the water plant, you know. And yeah, then there was some guy who looked like he was walking his dog, or something. He was found. Dog's dead too, but we're not counting that amongst the bodies, obviously. He was found kind of in the outskirts of town or whatever, and there was also some people found dead on the beach. It's like 5 or 6 now. I'm unsure of like the specifics of the numbers. Yeah, yeah, which is, you know, concerning. Cops are talking about maybe doing a curfew while this is happening. Yeah, so just, you know, and he's like just you. He was a good friend, and you'd miss him. Yeah, did you know Mr. Timothy personally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vic was, you know, we've been friends. Well, you don't know. That's what I'm telling you. But we were friends. We went to school together. You know, I've been over to his place many times.
Yeah.
We grew up in the same neighborhood.
And yeah. It's a shame. And he was the to our knowledge, just based on like a rough timeline, probably the first one to die. It's I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah. I mean.
Do we know if it's one person?
Well, we don't know specifically, but I mean, it's quite a lot to happen in one. I mean, there aren't that many murders in Cabaret, Mr. Cautry. It's right now they're working under the assumption that they might be connected. All but Mr. Timothy seem to have been killed either by gun or by bladed weapon, seemingly. And also, well, there seem to have been a lot of wild dogs in the area or something. There was a fair bit of animal damage to most of the bodies after the fact. So, you know, it's unsure. And I feel no qualms telling you about this because the cops haven't been telling the public anything. I think it's downright monstrous. Yeah. And she kind of gives you a conspiratorial wink. And she's like, so yeah, so just you know, if you know anything, if you find anything, I can, you know, I can pay for information. I just want to get the news out to the people, you know, and just you know, just be careful, I guess. Mr. Roberts, anything from you? And you realize that the now looking her closer, the device that is in her front pocket is a recording device.
I have no comment on these issues.
For sure. Grim times.
It's unfortunate that people are dying. You know, loss of life always terrible, but I was not aware of these events, and as such, have nothing to say on them.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know, catch the paper tomorrow morning for more info, and you folks have a good night. And she walks off and gets into a comfortable Mazda 2 and drives off. And now there are fairly like it's a slow day. There are a fair few people. Actually no, there's a fair few cars in the parking lot now, and people seem to be putting up something of like a little like not memorial, but there's some flowers at the edge of the parking lot. When someone's murdered style. So like there's like a bunch of cars. There's still Daniel's green Jeep. There's still some of the cars that you recognize from the employees' cars or whatever. I will say that Vic's car is in the parking lot still. He didn't pick it up. Yeah, that's about it. You boys heading on your merry ways?
Diane, as a reporter, I feel like she would have given us her contact information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
She gives you her card, and it says Diane.
Estevez.
No, Diane. Brie.
How's that spelled?
Brie.
All right, so like the cheese.
Like the cheese. Yeah.
Trent is just collecting business cards now.
It's good stuff. He's definitely got one of Vernon's.
Yeah.
Of course.
On the official, on the official camouflage Commander-in-Chief's letterhead. Yeah. So yeah. Again, if you gentlemen have any information further, you can contact me there. And stay safe. It's troubling times. Have a good day. And she drives off into the night, or into the late afternoon.
Alrighty.
I was not aware that there was murders on the beach and by the water plant.
Yeah, it's been like a day. I didn't think anyone else died.
Do you think I could get a hamburger for this? Holding up the Roman coin. What is it?
No, but you could probably get a few with the $100 bill that Vernon gave you.
Oh. It's very nice of you, Vernon. Thank you. I'll remember this.
I'm expecting to pay that back at some point. You realize, Kevin.
Also, Trent is a nice guy, but he's not letting his manager borrow money.
Oh, absolutely! No, that would be an insane decision. Like, if I was at work and my manager was like, "Yeah, man, I need to borrow cash from you," I'm like, "No, you pay me."
I need to borrow between $100 and $5,000.
Especially since knowing Kevin, it's iffy on whether you would get back or not.
Yeah.
Iffy at worst.
Iffy at absolute worst. But yeah, so if you guys have nothing further to express, we will head over to Vernon. Starts walking off into the distance. Are you going towards your home tonight, Vernon?
Yes, I believe so. Unless Vernon might actually want. I think I wanna. On my way there, I guess. Definitely not in the right direction, but take the scenic road and maybe head down to the beach and see if I can see anything down there.
Absolutely, makes perfect sense to me. Trent, you are biking home. Kevin, are you gonna follow Trent?
Am I gonna be able to keep up with his bike?
Well, Trent, how do you react to seeing Kevin just kind of following after you?
Do I see him?
Like at a jog?
Just at a jog behind you, yeah.
So you're very noticeable?
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to be like...
Doesn't strike me as the type of guy who tries to hide anything, right?
Yeah. Like, I know Trent knows some weird stuff has been happening.
Of course.
But this is a bit...
and probably like a fair bit longer. Not like hours, but minutes.
Like, Trent knows things have been weird, but your manager following you home is a bit too weird.
And, like, following you 2 nights in a row as well.
Yeah.
Like, he's been kind of sticking on you. And again, like, Amber and Kevin were having a pretty sus conversation yesterday. Definitely grounds for you to be concerned. The cat's loving the bike ride, though. Having a great time.
I know this town like the back of my hand.
For sure, yeah. You bike it often.
I am going to try to lose Kevin by going through like some back alley shortcut BS.
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna say that, like, Kevin, how fast do you think you can run?
I think I could well, hold on. Let me just make for reference. Let me just look up average.
Like average human running speed.
Average human running speed. You Google it. It says 45 kilometers per hour.
Damn.
Oh no, that's maximum.
Ah, yeah, that's They. How'd you get the numbers for me?
Oh.
I'm gonna say that you can probably hold about, 30 without too much effort.
Without breaking
a
water.
consistent. Well, like a consistent 30. Like you could probably maybe go 40, but that's like a full out sprint.
Yeah. Also, I will say, if you want to like invoke like crazy magical stuff for Kevin, you could. And for like doing crazy physical stuff, I say in future, I think it would be fair for us to roll on use magic because it's like you're using your weirdo stuff. So
yeah. I can roll.
Yeah.
It.
And then after that, I would need you to both roll act under pressure to see if fucking Trent can lose. And, like, not confronting Kevin, who is just, like, fully keeping time behind you, but, like...
Yeah, sorry. Kevin is running at 30 kilometers an hour?
Oh, yeah.
That's a 9, by the way.
That's a... Yeah, so...
Average human biking speed is 25 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, no, he's keeping up with you. He's for sure keeping up with you solidly, and, like, he's, like, wearing, like, several layers of clothing of, like, vests and scarves and, like, shirts. And what type of footwear does Kevin rock with? Like, Birkenstocks?
Yeah, probably.
Just,
or,
like,
those, like, dad Nikes?
Yeah, like, New Balance Nike, like real white, chunky New Balance shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are...
Yeah, one of the two.
I bought them at the store because they said they were my running shoes. Yeah, so both roll fucking act under pressure. I do love that our party are like kind of antagonistic to each other.
It's like a business relationship. That's gonna be a 4.
What am I rolling for?
Act under pressure to see if you can lose Kevin. And I'm gonna say that it's gonna be easy to do.
Oh, okay. I rolled 2 3s plus 1, so 7.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that you're going pretty flat out, Trent, just from like the kind of...
I want to say like the image in my head is less so Kevin trying to pursue Trent on the bike and more so him just trying to keep up a conversation alongside him.
Oh, yeah.
And Trent's trying to like do some like jumps to get over a fence because he knows he can do it because he's done it before.
Yeah, so like hit me with a scrap of that, Kevin, of you just full on sprinting and just trying to like be in conversation with Trent.
So are you you got a place to go, right? You live somewhere?
Trent is huffing. He is terrified.
How are your parents? How old are you, by the way?
Genuinely scared.
And I'm gonna say that you take like a really harsh corner and like bank off a fucking like wall or whatever, and Kevin is going just too fast and just keeps going down the fucking road. And Kevin, you look back and he is out of your sight. And Trent, you bike the leisurely way home. I'm gonna say very often checking your fucking shoulder to see if Kevin appears out of fucking nowhere. But with that 4, Kevin, you are like, you swear that they've moved these fucking streets around on you. You are lost in Cabaret, California.
The city with like one main road.
The city with like not a lot of roads for sure. Yeah, like a fair few like weird side roads or whatever. Yeah. But like there are like 4 or 5 main like strips or whatever that like lead to like the weird tech district, like the main strip or whatever. And like you have lost Kevin solidly. Yeah. And you head on back to your comfortable little apartment. It's technically like like a walk up or whatever, just like a a couple story, just a little like comfortable place, like studio style or whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like in like a building, like I'm renting like an apartment, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. There's like a string of apartment buildings, kind of getting nearer to where like the kind of like few high rises, like the tech buildings are in town, and you kind of lock your bike up. Do you take your bike into your apartment, or you just lock it out front?
Apartment.
Cool. Yeah. Then there's an elevator or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. And you do that. Yeah. And it's all super chill and normal or whatever.
Yeah, nothing bad's happening.
It's all fine, I'd say. Kevin, I'm guessing that you upon losing Trent angel wings to his location.
Yeah, because I can do that. Yeah, no. Just
Did you wait for me to get home?
Well, actually, I think I was mainly just concerned about him, getting home safely. I don't know if that was expressed. But,
I would say no. I would say for sure not. Okay, so
definitely not.
Then,
once he is home, I don't think I feel the need to stand guard at his house.
For sure, yeah.
Is what
Trent, you get to your house and you live in a nice neighborhood in a Cabaret. Yeah. It's nice views of the ocean. Again, you see the couple of high rises, but they're on the other side of you than the ocean, so they don't fuck with your view at all. And you kind of take your bike into the elevator, go all the way up to your apartment, open your door, and you probably just forgot to lock it yesterday morning as you went for work. Realistically, yeah. It's it wouldn't be the first time it's happened. You live in a pretty safe apartment building. And you head inside. Yeah, the cat just kind of springs out of the bag, goes and lies down on the couch, falls asleep in a sunbeam. And you're in your comfortable apartment. Awesome. Nice. Tell us about the wall decor. Tell us about tell us a little bit about your decorating style.
So it's a very small apartment.
Yeah.
And as soon as you walk in, you can see that there's one wall that goes directly to the corner.
Yep.
So when you walk in, there's a hallway, and then it opens up to the left.
Yep.
Along this one longer wall.
Yep.
There is a couple, I want to say 3 shelves of wooden 2x4s.
Yeah.
With little bits or empty mason jars on them, each with different locations taped and marked. So you'll have South Korea, Japan, Russia, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
And the plan for those is to visit all those locations with my girlfriend and fill the jars up with sand from each place.
You sap. You absolute fucking... Ooh. You fuck. Get out of here with that bullshit. Absolutely not. Terrible. Awful. And, speak of the fucking devil, as you kind of round the corner and go into the main... Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's very funny. That was completely unintentional.
Excellent.
I don't have any pictures of the inside of Trent's apartment, so I apologize, folks. You round the corner, and you see your girlfriend, Amber, is kind of sitting on the love seat part of the couch on a iPad, the really lightweight, super skinny one. Whatever the fuck that was called. The MacBook Air. That's what it's called. And the cat just kind of goes up and just kind of sniffs her and then just kind of lies next to her, doesn't sit on her lap. And she's like, "Oh yeah, hi Trent. Your door was unlocked. Was that chill?"
I probably just forgot to lock it.
Yeah, probably, right? Yeah. And well, how was your did you get to the store safe? Did you get Kevin healed up? That all chill?
Yeah.
That all good?
Kevin is fine, actually.
Yeah.
In perfect health for whatever he is.
Oh, he's like an angel. Did you not? Oh, yeah. So
with the water and stuff.
Yeah, an angel.
Yeah.
From the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
We've not really talked about the logistics of that much.
No.
But I don't like to mix up work and home life. But you got home safe? You weren't you weren't cool.
I mean, Kevin was following me and asking he can jog at 30 kilometers an hour and I'm terrified. But he didn't seem to want to hurt me, so that's good.
Are you terrified at the concept of someone being able to do that, or at the concept of him being able to do that?
Both. Especially him.
Cool. I can also. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like part of my thing, you know?
Yeah, but I'm sure you don't use it to keep up with people who are biking. To try to like get home safe.
That's, you know, it's the following people that is probably the concern there. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I was doing a little bit of digging.
Isn't that like your job?
Nice. Great. Good stuff. Oh, yeah. Wow. That's cute. That's very cute. No, but for real, we're in a lot of danger, and yeah, no. So I was talking with a demon, like a guy at work. He's like, and there was some demons underground around here. They are dead. Not like big kahunas or whatever the fuck, just like, you know, like temptation, like torture dudes or whatever, doing like doing some fucked up like things or whatever, you know. They have been killed last night by some type of unseen, incredibly fast assailant. And this crown thing, we have a like bona fide hunter on our hands. Not like, so you know that thing where, gosh, so you got someone in a Halloween costume of a vampire, and they look like a vampire, and maybe like even if they bite someone's neck, they're doing the actions of a vampire, but they're not a vampire, okay?
Yes.
So if you've got like someone hunting monsters, similar thing. They are not like a capital H, capital M, not in that order, monster hunter. Those are kind of, I don't know. It's something else. It's the marriage of man and not machine. Something else. We don't know a lot about them. There's not been many in history. But it looks like this Vic dude was really on the path to being that, which I'm gonna be real is like, I'm not unhappy that he's like, he was a great guy, not broken up about the fact that he's dead anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're probably fine. Yeah, what's up, Kevin?
Great. I have a very quick question. Can we canonically say that just yes or no, are clowns the creature and not the costume in the way that you're describing anything in this world?
I didn't want to use that analogy because I didn't want to steal it from like Worthy Kids, but 100% yes. Clowns are a real thing. Everything that
people dress up as.
People dress up as them sometimes. Anyways, enough on clowns.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's bad. So if so this crown thing is propped up a couple times before, which is uncool that it's here. Again, like, you know, I really don't want you to think that like there's any ulterior motives, like that I didn't know this was happening. This is not like why I'm hanging out with you. This is not why I'm dating you. This was the chill spot for me. This was where I didn't have to deal with my work stuff, and that's quite bad. So I think that you, by associating with me, might be in a little bit of danger. And yeah, that's cool. How about you?
That's okay.
How was your day? Cool. Yeah, dinner, and then we're gonna cut over to.
I want to say Trent falls asleep.
Yeah, fair. You guys
on like
have
the love seat.
You guys
with
have
her.
a cute little night, and she's still answering work emails or whatever the fuck. Great stuff. Phenomenal stuff. And they're safe. And they're fine. And there's nothing going on over there.
No.
And Vernon. So you're, you know, doing your whole thing. You're heading off to the plant, I'm gonna say?
Yeah, along the beach as well, trying to, scope out the areas that I heard Diane mention.
Absolutely. Let me just find the background for this one.
Yeah, sounds like people were murdered there. There was a dog walker, and some of the people look like they apparently had animal scratches or marks on them. This all seems very werewolf adjacent.
Absolutely.
In Vernon's mind.
Absolutely. So. Yeah. You are heading down.
Just very quickly before we get into Vernon's stuff. Do you think that would have counted as bonding time?
Absolutely. I think that's bonding time. Yes.
Do you want me to roll for that really quick?
Fuck it, yeah. And you know what? Hit us with a little bit of how that mechanic works now that we're actually getting into it.
Right.
Trent's class is the pararomantic, which is like anyone. Again, if you've watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like really like Anya and Xander, except Trent is not Xander Harris. Trent's a good fucking person. Fuck Xander. I hate Xander. I mean, he's fine, but like fuck Xander Harris. But yeah, Trent's class comes from being a normal person who has a very strong connection to the spirit, not the spirit world, like the other world in the form of a guide, that guide being his wonderful demonic girlfriend, Amber. You have a little, table for how good your relationship's going every time you abuse your bond with your relationship, which is like, like using your girlfriend for, selfish means and her connections to the, shit for selfish means that can like mark towards the doomed relationship category, basically.
Like asking her to help me take down a monster.
Yeah, like putting your needs over hers in a supernatural sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me with that roll for quality time and tell us about what that move is.
All right, so it is a roll plus charm, and I picked it up for my level up. This is my level up move. Yep. Bonding time. If you spend some quality time with your guide instead of working on the current mystery, you can roll plus charm. On 10 plus, hold 2. On 7 to 9, hold 1, and I can spend that hold to do one of 4 things.
Yep, it's set you up well for future. What did you get?
I got a 7 plus 2, so it's a 9.
Phenomenal.
So I hold 1.
Phenomenal.
And I am going to. I can spend my hold to either erase 1 mark from my relationship status track, which is the Doom thing. Use a pararomantic move that I haven't learned yet.
Ooh.
Receive a gift or take +1 forward.
Fire. Up to you. And you can spend it now.
For the +1.
Yep.
Yeah. For the +1 forward, is that like a one-time +1 forward?
You take +1 to a future move. And like it would be nice if there was like narrative justification for it, but there doesn't have to be. Because because it's all you're using narrative expansion to get better gameplay shit. So yeah, it's a give or take.
I'm going to just set it in stone. I'm going to take a pararomantic move. I get to use it once.
Yep.
Monster empathy is the one I'm going to.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have the ability to use that in a future. Yeah.
Once.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, we cut over to Vernon walking down the beach, and you walk. As you're walking, you kind of went to the beach probably straight from Commander and Cheers, and you're taking the beach trail there. And it's like a lovely, like beautiful day. There's like a fair few people at this end of the beach, and they're just kind of like walk around. You actually, I'm gonna say that you see a couple other people under parasols, like very solidly, like hiding from the sun, and they just kind of like shoot you furtive looks. Whether you recognize any of them is up to you, but you maybe clock a couple other vampires on the beach today. As you're walking along, you do see that you get to parallel with Vic's house approximately. You can see like a trail leading up that hill up there, and you see spots where there had been many bonfires in the past on the beach. Like there's like big old kind of piles of charcoal or whatever the fuck. And as you're going down, just past that, you do see there is like some police tape and a few of the sheriff's deputies kind of like looking around, and they kind of look at you, and there's like, move along. You can continue walking around the beach. We're not closing the beach, but this is a police crime scene. Please do not pass this line or whatever the fuck. And it's just like it's some of the taller kind of like grass that's on like one of the more grassed hills that lead up to some of the people's houses. And you go along further, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Paying good respectful distance to the police, as Vernon always does. And you go along further, and you see a concrete, basic little road, and there is a concrete building. With graffiti on some sides of it and some grass around it, and you recognize this as the Cabaret wastewater treatment plant. It's not big. It's not a big town. There's like a very small indoor area, as you can see from like a door, and this place has not so many on the beach, but you've gotten like well to like the outskirts of town at this point. Like beyond here, the hills just kind of go on for a really long time. There are like roads. There are like access roads that lead here, but that's about it. out of character, just for like a little bit of context, another like good few miles down the beach, you would see Kevin's kind of bungalow. He lives to the south of Cabaret considerably. Yeah. It's convenient that everything's in such a straight line from the town. And I'm gonna say that you're walking for like a good 40 minutes, maybe a little bit more. Probably actually a little bit more from the town. And like the sun is like getting quite a bit lower in the sky now, which means you have to really angle your parasol like that.
Yeah,
get
it's kind of like a...
to really cower from it, and less so on the beach side, but you do see that there are a few police walking around, and you do see one Detective Theodore Yinzer just kind of like standing with his hands on his hips and like looking out on the beach and thinking about stuff. And Vernon's gone. Vernon's disappeared.
Well, Vernon has gone to get some props.
It's bad luck. No, it's bad luck. Good. Okay. Phenomenal. Beautiful. I was expecting more flowers on the parasol. But yeah, Yinzer has not seen you yet, because, Vernon's a pretty quiet guy walking down the beach. But, yeah, on like this is much more rocky than like the kind of like real like white sand beaches that were like a little bit further north up the coast, and you do see there are like a fair few police cars. Again, nothing down on like the beach, but like up around the corner, seemingly around the front side of this building. What is Vernon doing? Oh, and there is a pretty big runoff pipe that goes off from this building out into the water.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Vernon, I think, wants to get some more info on the situation, and so the officers seem like they're blocking all entrance into this place. Is that right?
Into the building, yes, but like there's ample room to walk like around the space.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wander around the building and see if I can find any I guess like any visible signs of like where creatures may have gone, or...
And are you being like stealthy about this, Vernon, or are you just kind of being
Yeah, Vernon, yeah. Definitely try.
I'd call that an act under pressure, just because you're holding a parasol and you were not one of the suspects, but one of like the kind of key figures in the earlier investigation.
Yeah, definitely. That is a 7.
You're going up the hill, and Yinzer does not see you. But pretty immediately you are not like stopped, but like rounding a corner, going over the hill. You see one of the sheriff's deputies that was at Commander-in-Chief's the previous day, a fellow named Hansen, and he kind of looks you up and down. Is like, you're the manager from the store, yeah?
Yes. I'm just curious what was happening down here. It seems like you guys had to leave our store to go here. Is that correct?
Yeah. I'm not gonna say too much. It's a crime scene. Do you live around here, Mr.
Yes,
Roberts?
I was on my way home, so I was just taking a walk down the beach.
For sure.
Lovely evening.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good.
Now, what was your name there, officer?
It's Ricky.
Ricky.
Ricky. You can call me Deputy Hansen. It's
Deputy
fine.
Hansen.
Yeah.
If you could be so kind as to tell me what happened here, and I am going to use my my new move called mental domination. When I gaze into a normal human's eyes, assuming that Deputy Hansen is a normal person, and exert my will over them, I roll plus charm, and on a 10 plus, I get to hold 3, on a 7 to 9, hold 1, and then I can spend my hold to give them an order.
Fire, yeah. Roll mental domination.
And that is oh no. It's a 4 plus 2, 6.
Oh.
Mark experience. So kind of walk us through like what. No. So you just kind of like look him dead in the eyes, and be like, "What happened here?"
Yeah.
And he like kind of like looks back at you, and like for a second you think his eyes might be like glassing over, and he just kind of goes, "I don't have to tell you that. And I would really rather that you weren't here right now. What are we doing? What's this?"
That's
you are a citizen of the like. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go down the hill for no specific reason, and you maybe don't stay here. Preferably for me.
Longer. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Yeah, okay. What the? And he just kind of like shakes his head a little bit, and he just kind of like he kind of like you know when you try to get like water out of your ear, he looks a little bit disoriented, but you did not work. What you were trying to do did not work, and like, hey man, maybe he's not human. But it just didn't work. For whatever reason.
Yeah.
He just might be a very mentally not submissive guy. And he starts walking down the hill in the direction of Yinzer.
I might, try to maybe peek around the building one more. This might end badly.
For sure. Yeah, you go start walking up that hill, and you see there is a kind of like a van. Not kind of like a van. There's a van. There's like a Mercury, whatever the fuck. I don't know what makes it vans. There's like a comfortable like little camper van that has been like not totaled. Doesn't look like it's cracked into anything, but it's just like fucked up. And there's a fair few sheriff's deputies like looking at it. Like all the windows have been like smashed in. There's a few probably gun holes. What the fuck? Bullet hits on the bullet holes. Jesus Christ! On the front hood. And there is an ambulance pulled up, and they have you see that they are... No, they wouldn't be doing it just now. There are no bodies that you can see here. I forgot how long it took you to walk here. And they're just kind of like looking around, but can't seem to find out too many things. It kind of looks like they're wrapping up what they're doing here. There's not as many cops here as there were at Commander-in-Chief's. It looks like this is kind of like a cut and dry thing for them. And they are, they're taking stuff from the car or whatever, and like they're talking seemingly to some dude in like a high-vis vest. Not a hard hat. You wouldn't be wearing a hard hat. There's a guy with a high-vis vest that they're talking to as you round this corner. And then Vernon.
Yeah.
You hear a gunshot from down the hill, and then you hear a few more. And you hear yelling, and all of the sheriff's deputies turn around very suddenly and see you, and then like race down that hill, and a lot of them are pulling out their weapons.
At me.
No. They're running past you down the hill towards the gunshots, and like one of them's like, clear out of here. This is a police matter. Get some type of cover or whatever the fuck. Police stuff. Yeah. And they are running down the hill towards the direction of these gunshots.
Interesting. I'm gonna. I don't wanna follow them, but I want to get a better vantage point.
Yeah, you kind of like move your way up the hill, feigning going towards your house, and you have a pretty incredible view of what's happening on the beach right now. As you see, I can't remember what his first name was. Doesn't really matter now, because you see Sheriff's Deputy Hansen on the ground, and there is blood all over the beach. And you see Ricky. That there are... Ricky, thank you. Yeah, Ricky Hansen is deceased. And you see 6 of these rat men are... Just 2 of which with guns firing off. And then you see... You hear a final bullet ring out, and you see Ted Yinzer fall onto his knees in the surf. And standing on top of that sewer outlet pipe, you see Victor Timothy holding a long hunting rifle. And the barrel is smoking because he just killed Theodore Yinzer. And ladies and germs, that is where we are going to end things off for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do you want to do the end of session?
No, yeah, for sure. I'm just saying that is where we end things off. You see, yeah. And he's wearing the crown, by the way. He's standing there, and he's there's a full-on firefight happening on this beach, and I would say, damn Daniel,
Guys, can we get a Ben in the chat for the removal of Ted Yinzer?
Yeah, can we get a pog?
Can we get a pog for Ted Yinzer being
getting rid
fucking
of
dead?
fucking.
Well. He's been shot. We don't know he's dead. He's been shot.
God damn it. He falls to his knees.
Falls to his knees in the surf. Yeah, and the turf.
And the turf.
This wasn't a very chat-heavy stream. I understand that you guys are enraptured by the events happening, so I don't know specific people to thank, but to the 12 to like 15 people that hopped on this evening to watch it, thank you to Humadovan, thank you to Logranite briefly, Capri Sun, Simon801 for giving 100 bits earlier, Slimy1, dropping the shit. Thank you to my good friends Christoflop, GamerHorse69, and Zinderell for commenting stuff in the chat the whole time. Now, boys, I would like to thank you very much for playing with me this eve. For what is quite possibly the penultimate session of Surf and Turf Open Season. This arc of the Surf and Turf horror, campaign. I would like to say that you know what I would like to do? I would like to congratulate one person this stream. I would like to congratulate Max Wilcox, also known as Measly Meatloaf, for not having a name for a gun store beforehand and coming up with that on the spot. Because
on the spot.
I would like everybody to congratulate me for being just the funniest man who ever lived.
And also coming up with the best name possible for it.
And also killing Ted Yinzer.
Thank you. Yeah. Surf and Turf Open Season. Yeah. I mean, it was just perfect. I've never been happier about a name and I've come up with some pretty good names for shit before. I've never been happier about the name of a location in anything I've ever done. Now, it does so happen to be the end of the current session. So, did we conclude the current mystery?
Absolutely not.
No.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse? I'm gonna say no.
No. I don't think so.
Did we learn something new and important?
What did we do this session?
We talked a lot. It was pretty goof. Did we learn something new and important about the world? I'd say yeah.
Did we learn the clowns?
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
I think I learned a lot about. I learned that Kevin was an angel.
That's fair.
Yeah, I learned a lot about Trent's involvement with the supernatural, but nothing like super.
I'm gonna say that we still don't know, and there's no confirmation on our end, but we still don't know what Vernon's whole deal is. Like, is he? Like, I guess he's just kind of quirky like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna say we learned something new and important about one of the hunters. Yeah, so each mark one experience.
Just one total?
Just one total experience, yeah.
Okay.
Now I will say that, not sure when the next session is going to be happening. It'll probably be on a Monday, because Mondays are a pretty decent time to do this for us. So you will know before the 20th if there will be another session on the 20th. But otherwise, we'll keep you in the fucking loop. We're not going to decide anything now. It's early in the night.
I've also hit my I've hit 6 experience again, or sorry, 5.
You did fail a lot today. I will say that. Yeah. So wow.
I also started the session with 2 already.
Well, yeah, because you failed so much in the previous streams.
Yeah.
Whoa! I will say that Lukey 2 Jedi has contributed 250 bone scraps to the measly meal challenge. Now, if you check under the things you could do your bone scraps for, in future there will be some more things you can do, some sounds you can play on stream. But the measly meal challenge is a communal pot where you can all put your bone scraps in, and if we hit 50,000, there will be the measly meatloaf cooking stream. Live! Oh god! Oh no! Oh god! Yeah, so we have 30 days to raise 50,000 bone scraps. I think we can knock that shit out of the park. Also in the future there will be
Sorry, that's at 500,000.
That's a 500,000? Ooh, wow.
30
days to raise 500. If we don't make it the next, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Good thing you stream so much.
I stream so much, and I will be streaming at least 2 more times before Friday. There's the potential for Thursday to have a modded Stardew Valley stream with friend of the stream and Measly moderator Zinderell. Check him out on Twitter. He posts some pretty fire stuff.
I post nothing.
Yeah,
check me out on Twitter anyway.
It's pretty good, yeah. Also, some night this week, I would very much like to do a third session of Resident Evil Biohazard, because that's, oh god, here we go. Yeah, wow. I can't edit the how many bone scraps you can contribute to that, but I mean, hey, 30 days. 2% raised. 2% raised the stream, guys. Woo!
Oh, no.
Also, for 4,000 bone scraps, you can invoke Measly Democracy, where you can ask for either I or the mods to invoke a poll within the chat. I might not do that in streams like this because, you know, like it's a pretty like high energy thing. I don't want to derail things. And there will also be the Measly Media button, where if you donate a certain number of bone scraps, you can ask for a song to be played while I'm playing like a less like high key sound-based video game. So like for like a Dead by Daylight stream, I'll have that up. If it's like really fucking seriously like queued up, I might make it donation based, like based on like money, just because it's a much easier system to implement. Just because it doesn't mean that I have to keep like pausing shit, but I'll try to keep on top of that in future streams. I would like to thank Christopher for playing our good friend Vernon Roberts, the most fucking bureaucratic piece of shit that the world has ever known. Anything you want to point people towards, Vernon, either something that you're into or something that you are working on or something that you have worked on. It can be a book that you've been enjoying, whatever. The floor is yours. This camera, and this camera, Hot Ones reference. Hit me with it, Vernon.
I would like to thank
the Academy. And
the Academy. I'd like to thank. I've been reading Six of Crows, which is a very fun book.
Oh fuck
and,
yeah!
I'd like to plug this prop that I have. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it is this. It was in a first aid kit that belonged to my grandpa.
Oh.
And when he was in like Boy Scouts, so it's potentially.
I think it might be iodine.
It might be, but it's like blood red.
Yeah, iodine's pretty red, I believe.
Yeah.
I'll smell it, and that'll probably let you know if it's iodine or not.
I'm assuming it's iodine, but yeah.
Have a swig, man. As part of the Measly Meal Challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
Cooking with iodine.
Yeah. As part of the Measly Meal Challenge, you donate your bone scraps today.
We're currently at 12,250 out of 500,000 bone scraps.
To be fair, that 50,000 would have blew by.
50,000 would have been gone by now. I think that 500,000 in 30 days is a completely reasonable thing to... Oh, Jesus Christ. Completely reasonable thing to do. Henry Hoffman, creator and sole proprietor of Kevin, the local water-based angel. What do you got for us? Tell us something, man. Hit us with that funky music.
No plugs this week. I'm going to be a humble man. I'm slowing down on the Desk Jam videos, but I am still making them. I'm just in school now, so they're not happening every week.
I will say that we only heard a little bit of it, like the most recent track. Playing it now, hunted.mp3, but goddamn, man, this is like every time I ask Henry, like, hey, I want some music for the stream, and it's only happened once for these streams, but you have a knack for delivering like really precisely what I asked for, and maybe it's because I'm really like good at asking, so that might be all on me. But
yeah,
oh yeah,
I think it's mostly on you.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, you're right. You're garbage.
He's really the vision.
Yeah. Also, once again, it is September, so 20% off all subs on streams. It's a great way to support me. And also, I think if we get like a few more people sub, we will have another emote, and I'm confirming it now. The next tier 1 emote will be Measly 1 Max Smirk. A classic, a classic reaction image from every Discord server that I've ever interacted with, because it's just a great picture of me. I do not have it saved, so I cannot pull it up, but just get me more subs and you will see Measly Smirk. For a second I thought you were going to pull out a printed copy, Reese. I was so excited for you to be ready for this.
Hold on. How long do we have on stream?
Oh, we still got to do your plugs, man. We still got a little while longer, and I got some stuff I can point people towards.
Right. Yeah, you do your plugs, Max.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you guys know who I am. I'm twitch.tv/MeaslyMeatloaf. Remember the fucking name. I've been meaning to get a t-shirt with my URL on it, because I think that would be pretty fun. If you are not already following me, please follow me on Twitch. I stream all this fucking time. It's tons of great content, and who knows, maybe, I mean, we're gonna get a cooking stream eventually, but this is just, like, incentive for people to do more bone scraps, because Henry was berating me day in and day out that I didn't have enough bone scrap rewards, except for a really quiet sound of my neck being broken. My YouTube channel is Measly Meatloaf's Bag of Tricks, and I think I've got a link to it. One of these spots. I don't, but I sent it to Logger Night earlier, so I'm gonna link that in chat right now. If you can subscribe to me on YouTube, that would be super fucking helpful. I upload shit I upload VODs for every single fucking stream that I do eventually, and I want to start doing more like edited down and like highlight videos there. There was some really... Whoa! Yeah!
Oh.
Yeah, congratulations to Crystal Flop, Lukey2 Jedi, GamerHorse420, Tallnan, and Goonbucket666. Not sure who that one is, but fire. I'm pleased to say that you all have tier 1 gift subs. Thank you very much, Reese. I appreciate that quite a bit. And hopefully by next stream, Streamlabs or Twitch will be like, hey, you got more subs, you can have more frickin' shits now. Oh, look at that. Also, now that you are subbed, next to your name, you'll have a little skull, and if you're subbed for 2 months, the skull gets eyes, and if you're subbed for 3 months, the skull also gets a clown nose. Hi, GamerHorse420. Lovely to see you. Yeah, thank you everyone for hopping on tonight. I mean, follow me on Twitter, I guess. I try to tweet out when I'm going live. If you want... and you're a homie, in future I want to be doing a draw pile stream where I just have like a draw pile open, and if you are like a chiller in chat, I can drop. I'm never gonna just drop Flake in chat because I don't want randos to hop on and start drawing swastikas and dicks or whatever the fuck. But you know, it'll just be like a chill time. So that's probably gonna be, I don't know, next week or whatever the fuck. That'll be in future. So you know, stick around. It's still Late Summer Scaries. We're just not calling it that this time. Yeah. Reese, got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, go follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/, I don't know the URL.
Did we already plug Reese's Twitter?
Of course we did. There's nothing going on there. I don't post, I rarely post anything, but follow me anyway.
Yeah, for sure, and like all of his tweets.
Yeah, for sure. Even the ones from like years ago.
Yeah, especially like all the really heinous shit.
Yeah.
Nice. So we had a book enjoyer, a humble boy, and a money man who has a Twitter. Thanks everyone. I might be streaming tomorrow night. If I do, well, you'll see me there. Now, you go and commit sexual intercourse with a consenting partner or by yourself, and if that's not what you want to do, have some fucking chicken and waffles, ladies and germs. You have a great night.
I didn't like the use of commit at the start. I didn't like the use of commit at the top of that.
Yeah, no, I heard it as I was saying it, and it's commit sex with, not commit sex at, okay? It's commit sex acts.
Yeah.
And my name is Max. Good night, everybody.